What's up, folks? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Already see some people in the chat. How we feeling today? I got some thoughts. Already got some thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Dewana Bonner has been confirmed that she doesn't want to play on the Indiana Fever anymore. She has no intention of coming back, y'all. That's something we've definitely got to cover. Just before I want to come on a little early because we got to talk about DB just for a second, man. Dewana Bonner doesn't want to play for the Indiana Fever anymore, y'all. She doesn't want to play for the Fever anymore. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy that she doesn't want to play for the Fever anymore. And I actually want to address some of these comments. Golly, there's a lot of comments in the chat already. Outside the Garden, very curious what this will be like. Giving you a recent rant plus the news about Bonner. Yeah, Dewana Bonner is gone. She is gone. And you know what? We should have saw this coming. She's not the kind of player who's going to want to play with Caitlin Clark. She's not going to want all the media attention that's put on her by Fever fans. She's not going to want any of that. So I find it very interesting, but I don't find it surprising. Like, because Dewana Bonner, she came on talking all sweet. She was saying that she was here to win a championship. She was talking like a leader. In the interviews, it seemed like they had great chemistry, and Caitlin Clark was very happy about Dewana Bonner. I even heard that Caitlin Clark was an initiator, bringing her over to the team. But it seems like Dewana Bonner just changed her mind. And I wonder what did it for Dewana. I wonder if it was the media attention coming from all of us Fever fans and content creators. I wonder if it was some things she saw. That's my questions. That's my question. But thanks for being here outside the Garden. Good to see you in here. Ligma said, Carter, what the heck is happening? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with Dewana, man. She's tripping. But I'm kind of happy about it because if she doesn't want to be here, that means we can trade her if possible. I don't know how the salary cap works and the money situation, but if we can trade Dewana Bonner, I think that's a good thing because she was pretty trash in her time here. And you know what? Natasha Howard has not been the best interior defense wise. She's been good on offense, but interior defense wise, she's just been atrocious. So if we can like trade Dewana Bonner and her big old contract for someone who's like a decent interior defender, I'd be pleased with that. The only problem, y'all, is that Dewana Bonner has been so trash this year that her value is not very high. Teams aren't going to want to trade, the cream of their crop for Dewana Bonner right now. She's been trash. So anyway, what's up, Sue? It's good to see you in here. Good to see you in here, Sue. Let's see. Candy in here. Bonner won't play with the Fever for good now. We can get Ari back or another player. Fever needs defense. Yes, that might not be a bad situation if we cut Bonner and then we can sign Ari. But that $200,000 contract, I wonder if it's guaranteed. Is it guaranteed? Because if it's guaranteed, then you still have to pay her even if you cut her, right? So that's something to think about. Richard said, why? Is it because she thinks the Fever can't win it all? I don't know. But if she doesn't think the Fever can win it all, she's part of the problem. I mean, you were who we brought in attempt to win it all. And so, like, you should be helping us win it all, but you were not performing. You've not been the leader you should have been in the locker room. So if you're mad about the Fever not winning it all, then that's just you quitting on your job. You had one job, and that job is to help this team go from a lot of young talent to a championship contender, and you've been trash. You know what I mean, Richard? So it's kind of her fault, and she's part of the problem. Like I said, everyone is blindsided by this because she seems very happy early in the season in interviews and media stuff. Yeah, when they did the magazine, the cover magazine, that little interview, like she was just, with the team. She was just so locked in with Kelsey Mitchell. They were cracking jokes. And, Caitlin Clark was cracking jokes with Dewana. And, Caitlin Clark has openly stated that she likes Dewana. You would think everything is working well. And then she's out of the blue. She doesn't want to play anymore. And I wonder if it's because of her role on the team, being on the bench and having Lexi Hull outperforming her. I wonder if that's part of the problem. I do not know, but I think it probably has something to do with it. It can't be because she thinks the fans are racist. That whole thing is gone. It can't be because of things we're saying online, because I don't think most of us Fever fans have been too critical of you. As long as you perform, we're actually going to like you. You're going to get the best media attention from the Indiana Fever so long as you perform. So maybe it has to do with the fact that she wasn't performing, but I mean, running away from your problem isn't going to fix it. Anyway, Farrell said, what up, Carter? How we feeling for tonight's game? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good for tonight. I think this is a bounce back win for the Indiana Fever. I'm coming off a tough rant on this team, so I'm looking to have a positive video that comes out tonight. I'm looking to cover this team in a positive way. Looking for some big-time Caitlin Clark shots. I think we might be seeing some of that tonight. And Kelsey Mitchell is also giving us a game outside of her slump in the last game, so hopefully that can continue on. Aaliyah Boston kind of got unlocked. I think this will be a good game, so long as Caitlin Clark shows up, obviously. Is this for real? DB is leaving? Oh, yeah, she's gone. She has no intention of coming back to the Indiana Fever. Oh, what's up, Mike? Dewana Goner? I love it. Dewana Goner. Beautiful, beautiful. Um, Bonner agrees with Griner. Yeah, you know what? And Bonner has been that kind of player for a while now, and that's just been her persona. She's been, she has a wife, which is a whole different thing. She wants to go play with her wife, which is a whole different thing. So we know what kind of person we're talking about here. And so, it seemed really good. It seemed really good, but I think all of us knew it was a little too good to be true. Like when we brought in Dewana, it was like, did you really want to bring in Dewana? Is she really the one you wanted to put on this team with these kind of players? Some unapologetic Christian type players who are not like the rest of the WNBA, but they did it anyway, and it's obviously blowing up in your face. So maybe not again. Maybe not again. But hey, it's working out with Natasha Howard. I saw Natasha Howard. She made a post on her Instagram, and it was this song. And the song was kind of like, it almost felt like a shot at Dewana Bonner. So you guys should look that up on Twitter if you can, because she posted a song on her Instagram. And so I'm thinking that Natasha Howard is on our side in all of this, and Natasha Howard is that way as well. She's a WNBA player. She's one of those old guards or old big men, as we would have to call her. But she's working well with the Fever, and she wants to win. So I do question why it's not working with Dewana Bonner. As Mike would say. And I'm going to skip down to some of these comments. I'm going to skip some, y'all. Let's see. This behavior from a Hall of Famer veteran, what a joke. She was handpicked by Steph. Steph has lost any decision credibility she ever had. Yeah. I heard that she was also persuaded to come over to the Fever by Caitlin Clark as well. So I think, early on, I think everybody looking at Dewana Bonner had the, idea that she wanted to come over and win. And it seemed like she was really about winning. She said she wanted to come over and win a championship. I'm not sure what went wrong. I'm not even going to blame this on Steph White because I was fooled too. I think most of us were really fooled by this. It seemed like she really was coming over to the Fever to win a championship. We all bought that and ate that up. So I don't know what's going on with her, to be honest, y'all. I don't. No, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. So if we cut her, we don't have to pay her. Is that what you're saying? Because if that's the case, we can cut her and just not have to pay her. Then we should have cut her 2 hours ago. What are we waiting on? That should be the method then, unless you want to use that contract as leverage to bring in a player who's worth $200K. But I don't think her value is at that level right now. I'm still in rant mood. That's funny. That rant mode. Yeah, I am. I had to come on a little early to talk about DB because I didn't get a chance to make a video about it today, so I had to. What's up North Michigan girl? What I've heard is that they have to pay 33% of the contract if it ends now. Mid-season, they have to pay the entire deal. Interesting. 33% of the contract. What is that? I don't know, 70K or something like that. Something around there. Interesting. So if they wait around, you're gonna have to pay the entire deal. If it ends now, it'll be 33%. And this is what you've heard. So this is not true, but we will assume it's true. Interesting. So you still have to pay 33% of it, even if it ends now. I would probably look to trade her before I look to cut her. So that's probably why they didn't do it 2 hours ago. I would look to see if we can get some value in return, because I don't want to have to pay half the contract or 33% of the contract if, I could just bring in some players that'd be worth that contract. You know what I mean? So that would kind of explain that, y'all. That would kind of explain that. Farrell said interviews don't mean anything. It's all for show. Yeah. But I think you can't really well, you can, because we see it all the time, in other places, but it's really hard to, make up chemistry. It really seemed like these players had chemistry. The jokes they were cracking in these interviews when Dewana was sitting down with Caitlin and Kelsey, and when they did the Time magazine, that video, that whole interview, it just seemed like they were clicked. It seemed like they all were on the same page. I don't get it. You know what I mean? This is the WNBA. It's not the NBA. It's not it's not too much money swirling around. You get more authentic videos because there's not people with cameras running around following all these players. So when you get videos, most of them are really authentic in the WNBA, just from what I've seen from the league. In the NBA, a lot of guys are already in this mindset or in this persona when they are doing certain things because they always know cameras are around them. In the WNBA, they're usually not getting clipped up. They're usually not, so it just seems like it would be more authentic in a smaller league. I don't know why I have that thought, but maybe it's wrong, but that's just what I would feel like. But maybe not, man. It's weird though, because when she was talking with this team, it really seemed like she wanted to be here. Like she was talking all this good stuff, all these pretty words, and she's gone now. And I just really wonder why. Like, we know she obviously is one of those WNBA players who's, very open about, supporting all the things that she supports. She's an activist and all those things. But I don't think being on the Fever just, firsthand should be challenging any of those things, because Caitlin Clark's not a person who's gonna like shame you or bash you. Caitlin Clark is a person who doesn't even get into any trouble. She just says what the media wants her to say. So just firsthand, there should be no problems. And then YouTubers like me, like obviously you might have a problem with something I've said, or you might have a problem with something maybe like the Ben Daniel podcast has said online, but like you're a professional athlete, that shouldn't bother you. And like comments you see on videos like this or on Twitter, that shouldn't bother you either. You're a professional basketball player, and if you really care about winning a championship and really care about helping this team grow, then none of that stuff should really even matter in the first place. You should be able to get past that immediately and just do your job. Just do your job. Tyrese Halliburton, and prayers up to Tyrese Halliburton. But I know a lot of people are loving him now, but he was like the most hated player in the NBA for a good stretch of last season and this season. That doesn't stop him from doing what he has to do. That doesn't stop him from clocking in. You know what I mean? So I just don't. I'm really questioning why she left the Indiana Fever, y'all. And let's see what you guys have to say. I'm gonna skip a lot of comments here. Let's see. Yeah, afternoon, Carter. What's up? What's up? Good to see you in here. It's always good to see you in here. Um, While we are waiting to see what the Fever management would do next, I pray to get a new player as soon as possible. Yeah, I hope we can get somebody. And if we get somebody else that's supposed to be playing that big man position, they can't look like me. And I'm bigger than DeWanna Bonner. You know what I mean? Like I'm a slim guy, but I feel like I'm even bigger than DeWanna Bonner. We got to get somebody who's got a little bit of size down low in that paint. Somebody who can actually stop players when they back you down in the paint. That's what we need. I just want Ari back, and for KK to play. Let's roll with that team. Yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about Ari. I'm going to be the voice of dissent. I don't think we need Ari back. If we could bring anybody back, I think Ari should be high on the list, but not the number one option. We need to bring in interior defense. We need to bring in big men. I know we love Ari. She was great on the team, but we're guard heavy. Like as Kelsey Mitchell continues to get into a groove, I know she's playing trash right now. She's going to continue to get into a groove. I don't think you need more guards. When Caitlin Clark is hooping, I know she's in a slump right now, but she's not going to be in a slump like this forever. Like when she's hooping, you don't need more guards. You have Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. If we get them back at the level we had them last year, you don't need anyone. So and Sydney Colson hasn't been that bad either. She's been actually pretty decent lately, just hitting spot up shots. And you haven't seen her doing too much with the ball in her hands because Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are taking care of that. I want to see a big man on the team, y'all. That's what I want to see. We need Timmy back. I love this comment, Addie. I love this comment. We do need Timmy back. We do need Timmy back. That would be ideal. But we're not going to get her back. The Valkyries want her. And is she away right now, or is she injured? I don't know if she went over to like Euro or the AmeriCup. I'm not sure, but I know she's not playing right now. But I don't think they're going to give up Timmy. We need somebody. Like if we could get like Nneka Ogwumike, I know we're going to play her today, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. But if we get someone like that, that'd be good. You know what I mean? Somebody that's going to play interior defense, y'all. My first instinct was shrewd, afraid her girlfriend was going to cheat or is cheating. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't even know. That's some Love Island stuff, and I've never watched Love Island. I'm just not into all that. Some people who are really into that, I'll be seeing all the TikToks. A lot of these WNBA fans are insufferable, getting into these players' love life, like Paige Beckers, and doing all the dissecting. It's just weird. It's kind of cultish. They're trying to ship. Like I saw people trying to ship the two teammates, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Like y'all are just weird. Two people who I think are married. I don't know if Caitlin Clark is married, but like it's just weird. All of it is cultish, so I'm not even into any of that stuff, y'all. It's just weird to me. But that's just my little bit on that. Hopefully that doesn't get clipped. That's bad PR. Nneka like CC2. Yes, she does. I remember that from the All-Star game. That's why I was thinking of her in the offseason, but she's just a really good player. You don't get players like that. You just don't get players like that. Shout out from the Philippines. The Fever should have a legit power forward. I love DB, but she's slow as a turtle. They can't get some Euro players. Yes. Good to see you in here from the Philippines. And yeah, man, I do think DB she's cool, but she is slow. She doesn't really fit. I don't even know why they picked her up in the first place. Like it really didn't make any sense. It kind of makes sense if she's just going to come in and give you easy one-on-one offense. If she's the kind of player, they compare her to Kevin Durant. I know it's blasphemy in the worst uses of the word. It's blasphemy to compare her to Kevin Durant. But That's what people called her. So I was expecting her to come over and give you like a mid-range shot off the dribble. DB is none of that. She's like, it's actually crazy to call her Kevin Durant. I don't even know how that became a thing. But let's not do that anymore, y'all. Um, let's see. Let's see. Um, I need Sophie to have a good game. Yes. I hope Sophie has a good game. That's what you said, Jimmy. Yes. I want her to have a good game as well. She had a bad game last game, but when Sophie plays good, it just energizes the team. It's something about when Sophie Cunningham gets into a groove that just makes me go, let's go. You know what I mean? She's just one of those players that when she's into a groove, good things happen for this team. And we've got a new member on the channel. Shout out to Sue with the membership. Thank you, Sue. Good to see you as a member. Yeah, Sue's always in the chat. Shout out to Sue, y'all. Shout out to Sue. It's good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Pete P said Satu wants no part of Envy. She basically said it. Yeah, I wanted Satu Sabali on the team in the offseason until she said that crap. I just don't get why you wouldn't want to come to the Indiana Fever unless you don't trust your basketball skills, because it would be like you're making a coffin for yourself if you decide to join the Indiana Fever and then be trashed, because all this media attention on this team, we're going to dog on you. You know what I mean? But if you actually have faith in your basketball abilities, it is the best PR stunt to come and play for the Indiana Fever. That's going to like shoot your career up. You know, Kelsey Mitchell isn't playing good basketball right now, so let's not use her. But let's use, Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston is playing good basketball. If Aaliyah Boston somehow, some way wasn't on the Indiana Fever next season, y'all know that she would like get a lot of media attention on other teams. People who are fans of the Indiana Fever now, at least me personally, I would still watch her and support her because she's shown that she's a great person off the court, very wise, sticks up for Kagan Clark on the court. Why would you not support her? If you actually show up and perform on the Indiana Fever, like Lexi Hull, like Sophie Cunningham, these players are going to have media attention for days and days and days. So why would you not join the Indiana Fever? If you actually trust your basketball abilities, it would be the best thing you could possibly do for your WNBA career. So I don't get why people don't want to join Indiana. You know what I mean? I don't know why Satu wouldn't want to be in Indiana. It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't really make any sense. Oh, and Sue made another comment. I love my convos with Carter. He's worth the membership. Sorry I didn't join sooner. Man, I appreciate you so much, Sue. You don't have to join soon at all. It's a pleasure that I get to make content and you enjoy it, Sue. It's always good to see you in here. Always good to see you in here. Let's see. You're coming to a team the league and the media don't want to win. Yeah, that's true as well, though. You know, that's a pretty good point. Added with 2 good points in there already today. You're coming to a team the league and the media don't want to win. So maybe, you're getting tired of all the foul calls. Like, I know we're looking at DeWanna in a negative way, and it is negative, even if you left for a reason like, it's unfair playing on the Indiana Fever. Like, you still shouldn't quit on your team. But maybe that is the reason why she left. We know it's probably not. Like, let's just be realistic here and use our thinking cap. Let's use our noggin. She probably left for some other activism type reasons. That's just what we get in the WNBA, and it's pattern recognition. All right, guys, pattern recognition. But this could be the case. This could be one of those reasons, y'all. Are we going to pick a big or McDonald? I'm hoping for a big, Jonathan. I'm hoping for a big. As it's 9:00. Why is the game coming on at 9:00? Why are we doing this, man? It's 9:00 Central Time down in the South here. But here's the game, y'all. Let's get to the game. Yeah, let's get to this, y'all. So the Indiana Fever, they're gonna have to worry about the Seattle team that is 9-5 right now, and I do think it'll be a tough game to win because Seattle has defense, and this is a team where Jewel Lloyd like popped off for halfway to 40, or not halfway. She was like 35 points, 36 points, more than halfway to 40. She's not on the team anymore, but you still got a great team. You got Nneka Ogwumike, and that's going to be tough to deal with in the paint, y'all. We have no interior defense, so this can be one of those games where you get cooked in the paint, or it can be one of those games where the Indiana Fever cook. I'm looking for Caitlin Clark to break out of that shooting slump tonight, y'all. That's what I'm looking for. I hope Stephanie White steps up to the plate tonight and does her team proud. I hope so too, Bob. I hope so too. Good coaching always helps the team win. I liked Stephanie White's comments after the DeWanna Bonner, the whole situation. Did I just see Nneka's averaging 26 a game, or am I tripping? Is that like for a week? Or is that like, huh? Anyway, okay. We might have some problems tonight, y'all. But yeah, it's 10 p.m. here. Yeah, team is on EST. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. Like 10:00 game, like you should never be playing that late. I know certain time zones, but like, you know what I mean. whatever. Um, Positive thoughts in Indiana's general direction, people. Yes, I agree, Anna. I agree. We got to be positive as the game is coming on here. This is going to be a win tonight. I'm calling it. This is a win. And let's get to it. Caden Clark in the last 2 games is 1 of 17 from the 3-point line. It's time to break out of that slump strong. It's time for a strong breakout of this slump. As the Indiana Fever win the jump ball. Lexi Hole has it. And no, we don't win it. Oh, we do. Well, we come up with it. Let's go. All right. Lexi Hole with the ball here. And it's tipped out of bounds. All right. Interesting start. A little interesting. A little up, a little down. As Eric with the $10 super sticker. Shout out to Eric Jepson. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I still got to update these super stickers because there is no stickers. I'm going to fix that for you guys. Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate it. As Caitlin Clark has the basketball, she's coming off a screen here. Aaliyah Boston is slipping. You can't get the ball down to AB. You get it down to AB, you do. That's it. You know what? I spoke way too soon. I'm sorry. I did my Doris Burke impression. Beautiful play right there. You see 2 defenders immediately going with Caitlin Clark, slipping down to AB. That's what you were going to early last game. I wonder if it's going to consistently be the move for the Indiana Fever in this game, or if this team will adjust, and then will the Indiana Fever be able to adjust? That's going to be the question. As you allow a backdoor cut, y'all, come on. Like that's come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We got to be better than that. Like that's horrible defense. Caitlin Clark has the ball. She gets it up to the top of the key to Aaliyah Boston. Back to Caitlin Clark for 3. She misses that one. That's not the most promising first shot, but hey, it's not too off the mark, y'all. It's not too off the mark. We'll get to it, y'all. We'll get to it. 1 Doris is enough. Yeah. 1 Doris is more than enough. Let's get to it, y'all. Kelsey Mitchell playing defense at the top of the key. Agumake allowing Ali Boston to get that steal. Caitlin Clark pushing it up the floor. Caitlin Clark in transition. Easy layup. She makes that one and 1. That should be. No foul call. They're not going to call that foul early on here. Interesting. Probably should have been a foul, but you see Caitlin Clark getting down low into the paint early on here. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to lay it up as I'm trying to check the box score here, y'all. Ezzy is their center. I'm trying to think of the name of this center. Her name is Ezzy. She's very tall, so we might have some problems with Ezzy tonight. Here's Caitlin Clark playing defense on Erica Wheeler. Not sure who number 5 is. I got to learn these names for y'all as it's still on Seattle side of things. Skylar Diggins is number 4. Erica Wheeler, and then Gabby Williams. Okay, Gabby Williams. I knew Skylar Diggins. Didn't know Gabby. And here's Gabby Williams right here. Or no, that's Skylar Diggins. And they give up to Hal. Come on, y'all. Come on. NECA's on that timing to start off the game. We were just talking about how we wanted NECA on the Fever. Yeah, she's starting off on that timing, man. She's on that different type of timing right now. Is this game on League Pass? Richard, it is. It is, Richard. You can watch this one on League Pass. That's how I'm watching it. So Diggins is number 4, and then Williams is number 5. I got to remember that, y'all. Yeah, and that one's off in time. What a shot from Nneka Ogwumike. Like, she's early on, just she's in that mode. What are we reviewing? Like, what are we reviewing? What is worth a stoppage of play before 2 minutes? Are they trying to review? Was it a foul? Oh, it was an and 1. It was an and 1, y'all. Is that what just happened? So they're saying Aaliyah fouled? Landing space. All right, thanks, guys. AB landing. All right. Yeah. Aaliyah Boston reminds me of Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't know if you guys know anything about Grizzlies basketball, but there's certain players in the NBA like Jaren Jackson Jr., like Karl-Anthony Towns, that are just like very uncoordinated, just very goofy. That's the way I would call those players. They're just always falling over. Aaliyah Boston is one of those players, always touching the other team, always getting into foul trouble. She's got to work on that, y'all. She really does. This shouldn't be taking that long, though. Like, come on, y'all. Like, it's like the game's already starting off 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's you know what I mean? Like, we got stuff to do. People got places to be. Let's get to basketball. You know what I mean? It shouldn't take that long. What's up, Raquel? It's good to see you in here. Lexi Brown out, illness. Katie Lou Samuelson out right knee. Wait, Katie Lou Samuelson's on this team? She's out, but they didn't need her. They didn't need her regardless. That's funny. So you got Katie Lou Samuelson and Erica Wheeler. So they're gonna call a flagrant or something here? A tech? A flagrant? Interesting. So they're getting a free throw for that. And they're getting the ball back. So they call it flagrant, huh? Is that what they call it? All right. Big time steal from Lexi Hole up to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark corralling the basketball. You missed the transition opportunity, but you get it to AB on the low post. AB going to work, footwork. Beautiful, beautiful play from Aaliyah Boston. That's what I'm talking about, Aaliyah Boston. That's what I'm talking about. You might be uncoordinated, but she's still a hooper, and she has the best touch around the rim of any big man in the WNBA, the most efficient player in the W. That right there is Aaliyah Boston. As Erica Wheeler shooting a three-point shot, yeah, there we go. That's what I saw a lot of last year. I know she's been popping off so far this year. Shout out to Erica. Here's Caitlin Clark coming off a screen. Caitlin Clark finding Natasha Howard off the slip. There's a turnover there. Right idea, but hey, we do it a lot. These other teams are starting to predict those kinds of moves if we give up a layup on the other end. Let's push the pace. Let's pick up the speed. 6-8 Seattle. 7 minutes and 19 seconds left, y'all. Caitlin Clark is bringing it up the court. Let's get to this. Caitlin Clark finding Kelsey Mitchell. Back to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark coming off a screen here. Caitlin Clark getting down low into the paint. And she tries to go to Kelsey Mitchell. Has a turnover there. Once again, it's getting predictable, those same types of moves as Erica Wheeler stopping and popping for the mid-range shot. She is not on that level right now. She's not. Here's Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston getting down low into the paint, going to work. That probably should have been a foul call, but hey, they're not going to call that one. Natasha Howard going back up for. You like to see that. Natasha Howard playing dirty down there. Not dirty, just playing physical. That's what I meant to say. Natasha Howard has been pretty good. I like watching Natasha Howard besides her interior defense. Like, I know she's the worst interior defender I think the world has ever seen. But other than that, she's actually been decent for the Fever. As you give up a layup on the other end, once again, the interior defense from the Indiana Fever is always bad, and we foul. You know, come on, y'all. We got to stop fouling on every single layup. As let's actually see this. Can we replay that? Seems like we're not going to replay that. I want to see that foul. I want to see how much contact was there because I think Aaliyah Boston should have got a foul call on the other end, y'all. Alexi Hole foul. Yeah. All right, here's Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court, coming off a double screen action. Doesn't really free her up, but you get it down to AB. AB going to work. All right, 2 games in a row. We're early on. We're going to that, and it's giving us fruit. It's bearing fruit, that type of play, so we need to continue going to it. And here's Caitlin Clark with that top of the key defense, but she allows this player to get right by her. And here's Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. Caitlin Clark finding Lexi Hole. That's 3, y'all. That's 3. That one's way off. All right, maybe I don't need to call it. Maybe I am the reason that went off. You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought that was going in. Not that time. She'll make the next one, though. Good shot, Lexi. Stay in it. Stay in it. Keep your confidence up. Oh, man. All right. Here's Erica Wheeler. As he has the basketball. And another layup at the cup. Interior defense is not there so far. Another foul, y'all. Wow. And that's one's Williams. We're fouling a lot early on here, y'all. A lot of fouls early on here. We've got to stop fouling. The interior defense is a problem on its own. Like, and it's something that we've been talking about for well over a month and a half now on this channel. But you make it worse when you foul. You make it worse when you foul. So if you can't play interior defense, you can't play it. But that doesn't mean you should foul. And they missed the free throw. Here's Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark coming off a screen by AB. Caitlin Clark with the basketball at the top of the key. All right, she's blown by this defender. She's getting a layup at the cup. What a move by Caitlin. She misses the layup. She misses that one. That is bad basketball, Caitlin. You got to finish that. I mean, you got by the defenders. Man, the epidemic of WNBA players missing layups continues. Man, professional basketball players just missing so many dang layups. I wish they would give Timpson a chance. Yeah, I wish they would too. As Aaliyah Boston is going to the free throw line. By the way, that was a good offensive rebound from Aaliyah Boston. Always like that. CC was hammered. I got to see it again. And they're giving the other team all these fouls on the other end. And they're not giving the Fever any fouls. But I haven't seen any of the replays of any of these fouls that I'm talking about yet. So I don't know what kind of contact we're looking at. I just saw him one time, y'all. And we've got an injury. Someone's, getting some Neosporin on the sideline. It's Lexi Hole. Lexi Hole. Lexi Hole. Ken said, "Oh my gosh, Carter, you just see your face. LOL." I don't know what that means. Did I make a funny face? Shout out to Matthew with the $2 as the lead Boston's at the free throw line. Need interior defense, John Quill Jones. Matthew, I like it, man. We need John Quill Jones, don't we? Once again, though, I don't know if she can play with Aaliyah Boston. That's going to be like some skyscraper type things. The Twin Towers, you know what I mean? That's not a 9/11 joke. That's not what I meant by that. That remark just means like the two big buildings. Don't cancel me, y'all. Thank you, Matthew, for the $2. As we've got Kelsey Mitchell playing some top of the key defense here. Here's Diggins getting it to Williams. Back to Erica Wheeler at the top of the key. Erica Wheeler coming off a screen. All right, Williams for the mid-range shot. That's good defense from the Indiana Fever. I like that, y'all. I like that, y'all. Here's Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. Caitlin Clark getting down low into the paint. Step back, mid-range jump shot. Misses that one. The shot's not falling so far. As we get a foul, that's not good. That's not a good foul, y'all. That's not a good foul, y'all. Not a good foul at all. Not a good foul at all. Not a good foul at all. That's not a good foul. We're going to be in the bonus here shortly. We're going to be in the bonus here shortly. I think they meant the camera is zoomed in. Oh. Interesting. LOL, Carter, watching the game. Carter, you're younger than 9/11. I'm not younger than 9/11, but that is a funny joke. That's funny. Sir Jack said good defense. Good defense. Yeah, that was good defense, but the fouling is not good because we're going to be in the bonus here shortly, and that's going to come back to bite us in the butt. Giving the other team free throws is not good in a game like this because you're playing against a team that's better than you. You're playing against a team that's what, 9-5 right now. You got, actually, let me check. You got Nneka Ogwumike this season averaging 18 points on 55% shooting from the field. This is not going to be an easy game to win. So you need it all. And Nneka last week is averaging 26 and 8, as they just showed me on the screen on the game break. So, if you foul and you allow this team to get in the bonus and then they're eating up, a lot of points just from the free throw line, then you know what I mean? It's going to be hard to win because you're already playing against a very good team. So you need a lot of things to go your way if you want to win this. The fouls is not good, y'all. All right, Twin Towers, baby. Carter, get on board with the idea. Maybe we do need John Quell, man. It might not be the worst thing in the world, man. Maybe not. You people act like Caitlin Clark should be in God mode every game. Well, over here, nobody's a God besides Christ. But you know what? I'm going to say it this way, y'all. Caitlin Clark is the best player on the Indiana Fever. We're not giving Caitlin Clark, I'm not personally giving Caitlin Clark any other status as I'm giving any other superstar. If a superstar does not show up, the team is not going to win. So we need Caitlin Clark to show up to win. So, we're at our best when Caitlin Clark is scoring 9 points in 38 seconds. She's got to get out of this hump if they want to win. 1 for 17 over the past 2 games from the three-point line is unacceptable. I think she'll get into a groove at some point in this game. It's in her. It's in her DNA. She puts up so many shots. We know what Caitlin Clark can do. She's going to get into a groove, but she's no different from any other superstar. She has to perform, and she has to play at that level every game if they want to win. You know what I mean? That's what comes with superstars. When Steph Curry has a bad game, nobody's like, oh, it's all right. It's just one bad game. No, we need you to play good if we're going to win, especially with a team like this. With Steph Curry, you have a little bit of grace because Curry, for most of his career, has had a really good team. But if you're Luka Doncic on the Dallas Mavericks, in 2022, 2023, and you have no core, yes, we have to have Luka scoring 40 every night to win. That's just how it goes. But let's get to it, y'all. Think this is Skylar Diggins getting down low into the paint. Easy layup. I mean, we're the interior defense is trash, y'all. This is how it's going to be. We have to just accept this reality. We're going to give up layups, y'all. We're going to give up layups, but we've got to beat them on the other side. Here's Caitlin Clark. Doesn't shoot that 3. She gets it down to AB. AB draws that foul. That's good. That's good. That's good. Her drawing a foul. The refs are establishing early that you can't just hit her. And I mean, there's no contest at that rim, y'all. That's a wide open layup. As Caitlin Clark is coming around to get the basketball, she's coming off a screen here. Oh, she's dodging the screen, getting down low into the paint. Beautiful pass to Sophie Cunningham for three. Misses that one. Misses that one, y'all. Misses that one. Sophie Cunningham does not catch the basketball. That's just a brain fart type of play. We got to be better than that, y'all. And on the other end, that's good defense from Sophie. Good save. No, not a save. Not a save. Good effort, though. Getting back on the other end. We've got to be better offensively. We got to get into a groove. I would have probably not have been mad if Caitlin Clark would have took that layup off of the blow by. And here we go. Here's Skylar Diggins. Skylar. All right, we're doubling her at the top of the key. Now we got players in the paint shooting layups, and that's an and one for Ezzy. I don't think that was a foul. I think that was a weak call. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't think that was a foul, y'all. Yeah, Carrie, good grief, and one. She's been in foul trouble all game already. Aaliyah has. Is that her third foul? Is that her third foul? Or is that her second foul? I mean, it was a foul. Yeah, it was a foul, y'all. It was, but it wasn't a lot. Like on the other end, if you're gonna call those fouls, you got to call them on the other end. Here's Caitlin Clark at the top of the key on the wing, actually getting it down to AB, and that's gonna be Indiana basketball. Right idea here. I want to see Caitlin Clark shoot the basketball a little bit more. Where's Kelsey Mitchell? That's my question. She's got to get some shots up as well. All right. Can we get the ball in? We do. Here's Demiris Dantas. I'm glad we went to her instead of Bree Turner today. Here's Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark to Sophie Cunningham at the top of the key. Got 4 seconds. And we draw a foul. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get ourselves into the bonus. They're getting all these calls on the other end. They're giving us these calls right now, so I'm not too mad at it. This is going to be one of those games where they're going to call a lot of tic-tac fouls. Am I happy with that? No, considering the time right now, we should have this game over as quickly as possible. But this is cool. This is cool. If you're going to call it on one end, call it on the other end. These are some weak fouls. All right, here's Caitlin Clark inbound on the basketball. Here's Demiris Dantas back to Sydney Colson. Sydney Colson getting Caitlin Clark off a screen here. Caitlin Clark trying to get into a groove here, getting down low, pump faking out. Travel from Caitlin. Wow, wow, wow. They're putting that defense on Caitlin, man. They're putting that defense on her. She's got to get into a groove. She's got to break out of this right here, right now, man. This is good. This is good, man. They're challenging Caitlin, and she's going to come back stronger from this little slump. She's got to get into a groove. It's in her head right now. All right, here's Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler not shooting the shot, getting into the corner, 3-point player. Missed that one. We're getting lucky here. Still a 6-point game. Luckily. Let's get the ball to Caitlin Clark here. Caitlin for 3, way downtown. Misses that one, man. Misses that one. Get the rebound, Demiris Dantas. Beautiful from Demiris, and one for Dantas. Yeah, they're calling it on both sides, y'all. I like this. Caitlin Clark missing threes, but this is why you play Demiris. You probably lost last game partially because Demiris didn't get any minutes. Why the heck would we play Bree Turner and not give this lady minutes after everything she's been doing on this team, as good as she's been on the team? I need Demiris Dantas to get minutes in every single game that she's not, in the AmeriCup or Euroball, wherever she's going to be. She needs to be getting minutes, way more than Bree Turner. And will she complete the 3-point play? Yes, she will. She's not just a player who can hit shots down low in that paint. She's the player who makes her free throws and makes her 3-point jump shots. I love Dantas. She's good, and she plays good interior defense. I have no problem with Dantas. I find no fault with this shit. All right, y'all. Here we go. Coming off a screen. Sophie Cunningham playing defense at the top of the key. Here we go. Here's Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull playing defense on Erica Wheeler. All right, we got a little baby down in that paint. I mean, what do you want Sydney Colson to do down there? It's a personnel problem, the interior defenses. But 5-point game. Here's Colson coming off a screen. Colson finding Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham down to Dantas. Dantas backing down on that low post. Dantas going up with it. Big Dantas. Big Dantas. I mean, it's going to be so sucky for her to be away for a while. Because she's so good, man. Such a good player, such a good piece on this team. Single handedly saving this team when AB's not in the game. Cliff said Caitlin Clark seems afraid to shoot. I'm agreeing with you, Cliff. I'm agreeing. Right now, she's just not in that mode. She's got to be like trigger happy, a little bit more trigger happy. Like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Caitlin. Um, it's not mental. Most of her misses are close. Keep jacking it up. You might be right, Matthew. You might be right. I mean, the misses are close, but she's missed a lot of them. She's missed a lot of them. Um, all right. So at the free throw line, they're in the bonus now, but luckily it's 2 minutes left. So luckily 2 minutes left. Luckily 2 minutes left. This won't bite you too much, y'all. As Caitlin Clark goes to the bench, Didi will be missed. Who will replace her? Maybe let's see KK, maybe, but I feel like Stephanie White's already establishing that she's going to go the Bree Turner way, which will be unbearable to watch, but we will continue watching, obviously. Here's Sydney Colson bringing it up the court. Kelsey Mitchell's back in the game here. Hopefully she can get into a groove as you have an off-ball foul call, it seems. Interesting. Interesting. And Kelsey Mitchell's getting to the free throw line. So we're at the bonus too. So Seattle gets to the bonus at the same time and we get into the bonus. So all the fouls that we had earlier, you know what? It's kind of canceled out. We're in a good position right here. And maybe these free throws going in for Kelsey Mitchell can get her into a groove, y'all. Kelsey Mitchell is going to have to show up in this game. Maybe bring some of that defensive attention off of Caitlin Clark, and all will be well. All will be well. So you get to see it go in. And Turner's in the game? What is going on in Indiana right now? Disgusting. Come on, man. She hasn't shown us anything all year. Why is Turner in the game right now? What is going on, y'all? What the heck is going on? As we get a turnover here, good defense from the Indiana Fever. Let's go the other way. All right, let's get into a groove. Let's pick up the pace. Go get the ball. Let's go. We're slow. This is not the Indiana Fever at their best. You know, taking a while, allowing the other defense to get in the set. Like, we have to be fast. The Indiana Pacers, like, the moment that ball is out, like, they're going to get it. They're hurrying to the spot so they can inbound it and start playing. That's how the Fever got to be. You see them bringing it up slow. This is not their game. Not their game. But let's see if we can get something here. Kelsey Mitchell off ball, getting the ball. Oh, she doesn't shoot the mid-range shot. Kelsey, you got to shoot that. No, and she travels. They don't call travel? That's a travel. What's up with these refs? The heck? That's a travel on Kelsey Mitchell. As she gets a three-point shot, misses that one. And that's going to be Seattle basketball. Come on, man. She literally moved her pivot. What is Kelsey Mitchell doing? Man, I don't know. She should have shot that shot off the screen. Like, what the heck is going on? I do not know. Refs miss stuff all the time. Yeah, the refs in the WNBA are just incompetent. Like, you know, just incompetent. Matthew said, rather have Kelsey Mitchell or Rike Agumba. I like Kelsey Mitchell every single day of the week. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell, when she's not hitting her shots, at least she won't just start chucking. As Caitlin Clark comes back into the game. Like, Kelsey Mitchell, when she's missing, she'll have games where she just shoots the ball 7 times. Rike is going to shoot it 25 times every single game. I don't want Rike on my team. I'd rather have Kelsey. As here's Caitlin Clark, 5-point game. Let's see if we can get going here at the end of this quarter, man. Caitlin Clark is over 2 from the 3-point line. Can she get into a groove today? I think that makes her 1 of 19 on her past 3 games from the 3-point line. She's got to be better. As there's an off-ball foul, so that's going to send the Indiana Fever back to the free throw line. This is good. I mean, we're in the bonus right now, so we can eat from the free throw line for now. Why are we moving the basketball around? Yeah, we need a little bit more ball movement. As Kelsey Mitchell's back at the free throw line, she's gonna get 2 more shots, see the ball going. Hopefully, she can get into a groove. Yeah, we need like if just they've got to execute the off ball screens, the dribble handoff, those type of plays. Like study the Warriors. Caitlin Clark draws so much defensive attention. There are ways that you can use that to your advantage. If you're not going to have her with the ball in her hands every single second of the game, when she's playing off ball, use her in a lot of those Steph Curry roles. Get her, off the catch and shoot 3-point shots all the time. Like that'll work. And just go study Iowa. Use all of that to your advantage. I think there should be a lot more dribble handoffs with Caitlin Clark, where she's coming off the screen to get the basketball as Erica Wheeler misses that layup, but you allow them to get the offensive rebound. Can we get the rebound? We do. Here's Kelsey Mitchell corralling the basketball, and Kelsey Mitchell's bringing it up the court. Kelsey Mitchell stopping on a dime, shooting that 3-point jump shot. Bang! Kelsey Mitchell's here. The free throws have helped her. She's in her groove now. So what I like to see, this is 2 games in a row for Kelsey Mitchell now, where she started off strong and she's been efficient. So maybe she's going to get into a groove here. Hopefully we're not going to see any more lapses where she's refusing to shoot the basketball. As she draws a foul. Is that going to be free throws on the other side for us? Is that going to be free throws on the other side for us? All right, Kelsey. Is that what's happening here? Kelsey Mitchell's got 7 points early. No, they're not going to be free throws. Not going to be free throws. Here's Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. Caitlin Clark calling for the screen. Getting down low into the paint. Finding Damiris Dantas for 3. Bang! Damiris Dantas from way downtown. And you're telling me that we should ever choose Bree Turner over Dantas? Come on, y'all. Come on. Here's Kelsey Mitchell playing defense at the top of the key. Damiris Dantas is just great, man. And it sucks she's going to go over to playing the AmeriCup, right? It sucks. She's got to stay. As that's good defense from the Indiana Fever. Give a wide open 3. Miss that one. Let's go. So you end off the quarter with a 3-point lead. Look, this is not the best quarter from the Indiana Fever. Now, you've gotten lucky with the foul calls. You've had a lot of free throws, which has helped you get a lead. But, it hasn't been the best quarter. Caitlin Clark hasn't been hitting her shots. But the Indiana Fever have a 3-point lead going into the second quarter. Now, I don't know if I should be happy about the Indiana Fever having leads, because back-to-back games they've had leads and they've lost it. But right now they're in a good position. If they can maintain this into the second half, into the third and fourth quarter, this can be a win. We just got to continue playing in this way. Great fight, said ES. Yes, great fight. Exceptional fight. Amazing fight. Yes. See, that's the Fever. That's Fever basketball. Move the ball. Keep it fast paced. Exactly. Yes. When they're playing fast, moving the basketball, the Indiana Fever at their best. But they always start off the games like this. So the question is, are they going to be able to continue on? We had a double-digit lead against the Valkyries. We had a double-digit lead against, what was the last team we played? The Sparks, or no, it was the Aces, I'm sorry. And now we've had a 3-point lead against the Seattle Storm. This can be a lead that you can up going into the second quarter, but can you hold on to it and continue to play fast? That's going to be the question, y'all. The Indiana Fever needs to be up at least by 10 in the fourth to win. Yeah, that would be ideal. That's the comfortable spot for the Indiana Fever. Except now for the third quarter slump and then the fourth quarter catastrophe. Yeah, hopefully, it does not happen. Hopefully that does not become the reality today, y'all. Hopefully. Keep pedal down. Yeah, we got to keep the pedal down. Good to see you in here, Batty. We got to keep it going. Keep the pedal to the metal. Is that what they say, y'all? The Fever is lucky. The Storm is playing bad. Yeah, the Storm, they're not playing bad, but the Indiana Fever are playing good. The Storm aren't their best, but the Indiana Fever are pretty good right now. So I like what I'm seeing from this team right now. We got to keep it going. And Alpha Jake with the $2 assist to Carter. Appreciate you, Alpha, for the $2 donation. Thank you so much. God bless, man. God bless. Anyone else wondering what Mark Jackson is doing right now? He should be coaching the Indiana Fever, or he should at least be calling the games. Mark Jackson, we missed him in the NBA Finals this year. I think teams have found the secret to controlling Caitlin Clark. I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all that. I think they're making it very, very difficult on her. They're throwing a lot of looks at her. But Caitlin Clark, of these, I think she's 1 of 19 on her past 3 games from the 3-point line. A lot of these have been good looks, y'all. They've been good looks. She's just missing them. So we've got to make some of them. The fourth quarter is when we start playing. I feel like the fourth quarter is when we start selling. Or are you talking about the Storm? Are you a Storm fan? For the Fever, we need to save. We need to save until the end. We need to save until the end. Like just like the Indiana Fever, we need to gear up. Richard said, Carter, did you get my Venmo? You sent me a Venmo, Richard? Let's check it out. I did. Thank you so much, Richard, for the $5 through Venmo. Thank you so much, Richard. God bless, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Give me a coffee. Appreciate it, man. That's going to keep me up editing these videos. Let's get into this, y'all. Caitlin Clark playing defense. No, I'm sorry. Here's Lexi Hull playing defense now. We got Caitlin Clark in the game pretty early. I think she's had about 1 minute of rest so far in this game. So I guess we're away from all the quad injury mess, and we're giving her full range to play 40 minutes again. All right, here we go. Here's Caitlin Clark playing defense at the top of the key. And wow, all right, Caitlin Clark just gets manhandled. Always get manhandled. Yeah. Here's Caitlin Clark with the basketball at the top of the key. Caitlin Clark finding, maybe not. She's not finding anyone. All right, here she's coming off a screen. And that's an offensive foul. So moving screen. Moving screen, y'all. Moving screen. As Teddy with the $10 super sticker. Thank you so much, Teddy. AKA Theodora. Theodora, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for the $10, y'all. You guys are making my day. As we got Caitlin Clark playing defense at the top of the key. Here's Bree Turner. Why is she in the game? God only knows. As we got some defense down on the low post by Dantas. All right, we forced to miss. Oh, but we can't get the rebound. No, no, no. And Agumake fading away, and she is not Nikola Jokic, but she's shooting that one, and she drills it. All right, I spoke too soon. Maybe she's not Jokic, but she's looking like a good player right now. It's going to be hard to contain her. As Caitlin Clark stepping back. Caitlin Clark not going to shoot the shot. Getting it back. Nope. All right, Dawn has at the top of the key. Finding Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell getting down low, step back. All right, Kelsey, let's see what you got. Somebody's got to shoot the basketball. Here's Dantas in the corner. Dantas blowing by, getting down low into the paint. No foul. You had two looks for both Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell to kind of go one-on-one on those plays. They had the kinds of looks you'd want, but they're just being passive right now. We got to see our better players get into a groove. Love you too, Teddy. Love you too, a.k.a. Theodora. Turner is a decoy, said Ken. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good strategy. We'll see how that goes. And they're full court pressing Caitlin Clark here. And why would you throw that? That is totally Turner's fault. Why would you throw a pass like that? Why is she in the game? If Steph doesn't bench her after this, I know something. Here's Caitlin. All right, she's at the basketball, bringing it up the court. Caitlin Clark, is she going to shoot a shot? She's also foul. Y'all, that was a bad turnover, but it doesn't really affect us too much. As that's not much contact on Erica Wheeler, but then again, it is contact. It is contact. So contact is contact. As Kelsey Mitchell's cutting, big layup from Kelsey Mitchell. Very difficult finish from our Kelsey Mitchell. All right. All right. So they got to travel. So the Fever keep getting the ball back. The Seattle Storm are having some turnovers. They're not playing their best basketball. Now is the time to really put your foot on the gas against this team. Seattle's not looking at their best right now. Let's go. Caitlin Clark, give us a three. Come on, Caitlin, let's do it. Somebody give us a three. Let's go. Caitlin Clark with the basketball. I want to see her get a shot up. All right, going to Kelsey Mitchell. Beautiful pass down to Aaliyah Boston. I love that play. That is beautiful basketball right there. I love that, y'all. I love that. 31-28 Seattle with Indiana, I'm sorry, with 7:30. Indiana 31, Seattle 28. 7:30 left in the second quarter here. All right. Aaliyah Boston playing defense down on that paint. And Agumake gets an easy layup. All right. We got to do better than that. Here's Natasha Howard on the low block. Gives up the basketball. It's a turnover for the Fever. This is not what I mean by putting our foot on the gas. And here's Williams back to Ogumake. And they missed that 3-point shot. It's a bad attempt for Seattle Storm. Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. Beautiful pass up to Sophie Cunningham for lay. She draws the foul. All right, you got to make the layup. I mean, but it is what it is. We draw the foul, but we got to make our layups, y'all. We really do. We really do. Fever interior defense is bad. Yeah, it's atrocious, y'all. I mean, we give up layups on the other end in every single one of these games, y'all. I mean, I don't think any content creator is saying it more than me. I think the interior defense is whack, and I think it's the biggest problem this team has. If you can't get stops and any team you play has wide open layups for the entire game, then I don't think you're a championship contender. Can we contend? Can we make the playoffs? 1,000%. We will. But if we want to reach that next level, we got to start playing some defense in the paint, and I think you got to have better personnel. All right, but the Indiana Fever have a 3-point lead, about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Can we finish off this first half strong? That would be beautiful for the Indiana Fever. All right. Here's Diggins getting down low, easy layup. I mean, once again, you're allowing these players to get wide open layups at the cup. I mean, how are you going to win this way? You can, but your offense has to be peak. As Caitlin Clark makes a beautiful pass to Sophie Cunningham, and she travels. A lot of calls in this game, y'all. I mean, we're 40 minutes since what should have been tip off, and we've still got 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and it's because of so many calls. The game is already starting at 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock in my time. We've got to be better, y'all. We've got to be better. Just too many stoppages to play. Here's Kelsey Mitchell playing defense at the top of the key here. Caitlin Clark following Williams. Williams getting down low into the paint. Misses that. She's fouled. Man. So if we're not giving up a layup, we're fouling. Man. Turnovers killing us. Yeah, turnovers are killing us. Caitlin Clark playing scared. Yeah, Caitlin Clark has got to shoot the basketball more. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. She's only got 5 shot attempts. She got to shoot the ball. I mean, she got to shoot the basketball. She's just being passive, and she's not really being the vocal point of the offense. Whereas I'm expecting her to be like Luka, getting up shots attempts. Because of how good she is, she's just being passive. It might be because of the slump she's in, but you're not going to get out of the slump if you don't shoot the basketball. Got to shoot the basketball. Caitlin Clark defense is terrible. Yeah, she's allowing these players to blow by her every single time. But the Indiana Fever are only down 1 point in this game. They've not played too well in. Let's put our foot on the gas. Caitlin Clark get into a groove here, and we can win this game. Here's Caitlin bringing it up. Caitlin Clark finding Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell getting down low into the paint. Kelsey Mitchell for lay. Makes that one, but there was a foul before it. Interesting. Sorry, my light went off. Okay, I guess we got to stop at a play. All right. Interesting. Hi, Carter. This is a bizarre game. Yeah, this is pretty bizarre so far. I mean, the Indiana Fever, we're having a lot of fouls called on both ways. Caitlin Clark has not gotten into a groove yet. What is she? 0 for 2, 0 for 3 from the three-point line right now. 0 for 2, 1 for 5 from the field. Aaliyah Boston's been pretty good. Caitlin Clark has 5 assists, and a lot of those are just getting into Aaliyah Boston so far in this game. But Ogumake has 10. Obviously, you're expecting that to be the case. Williams has 7. All the other players on the other side are just getting easy layups at the cup. The Indiana Fever have to be better interior-wise. Convos with Carter, coaches in Caitlin's head, scaring. She's scared to shoot. Yeah, Caitlin Clark is she's not shooting the basketball. I mean, you're a superstar. Luka Doncic gets up shots. You know what I mean? SGA gets up shots. Steph Curry gets up shots, and obviously those are NBA players. But Caitlin Clark is at that level of excitement. You have to shoot the basketball. I know it's not popular in the WNBA to play that type of ball, but Caitlin, she's got to shoot it. And I know right now she's missing, but she has to shoot the basketball if this team is going to win. So I'm looking at Caitlin Clark, and I'm like, even if you're missing, shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. Shoot yourself out of the slump. Steph Curry will shoot 10 shots in a game after missing 10 straight threes in the previous game. He'll still shoot 10 more threes because he's shooting himself out of that slump. Caitlin has to do that. Is good defenders guarding her? Yeah, but she's getting good looks. I mean, she's getting good looks. I mean, there's certain plays where she gets the ball and she has a one-on-one opportunity and she's just passing it up, or she's, not even looking towards the basket. She's looking to the side, looking to pass the ball before she's even looking at the fact that she has a favorable matchup. All you got to do is do a pick and roll with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. And usually two defenders are going to go with Caitlin Clark, so you get that slip pass. And if not, because right now it seems like they're not doubling as much in this game, go to work with the one-on-one. You got blow-bys, stop on the dime at the mid-range, shoot. She's got options. Caitlin Clark is not the kind of player that, in my opinion, that is going to be totally shut down because good defenders are guarding her. That's just my opinion. And obviously, as you say, the defense does definitely matter here, but Caitlin Clark is so good, I don't think it has much to do with it. I'm very sad for Caitlin. She must hate not scoring. Yeah. She wants to score, and I think you can see it with her face. Like, it's kind of demoralizing. As my league pass game kind of ended just now. What's going on here, y'all? I do not know. All right, we're back. Carter, do you still believe CC is hurt? April, I don't know. I don't think she's hurt. I mean, I have no reason to believe she's hurt. I have no reason to believe she's unhealthy. People keep going back to the eye poke. That shouldn't be affecting her at this point. I've got it would depend how hard that eye poke is. Like, I've gotten poked in the eye playing basketball. Eye pokes they hurt in the moment, but it's like one of those things that, like, it's like jamming your finger. It heals pretty quickly. So I don't know. It could be the quad, but we have no reason to believe so. So until we get some reason, I'm not going to say that. Well, at least Wooler has more turnovers than Caitlin. 2 players fumbling passes. Yeah, and I wonder how many turnovers Caitlin Clark has. Let me actually check here. Because Wooler, the Shadow Storm aren't playing very well either. Caitlin Clark so far has 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers in the first half is not very well. Not very well for this Indiana Fever team. CC is tired of drama. That's a good point, yes. And we haven't really talked about this yet. The DeWanna Bonner drama might be something behind the scenes that could be mentally tolling on this team. And obviously, I'm not making excuses for Caitlin Clark. You've got to be able to play through all of that. But at the end of the day, that could be something to look at. Like, if you're trying to figure out a reason as to why Caitlin Clark is mentally not there right now, the DeWanna Bonner thing, who knows what's going on behind the scenes, what might be said behind closed doors that we don't know anything about. And shout out to Angela in the stream. Good to see you in here. White sniffed multiple times, probably some virus going on through the team. Maybe, Allison, maybe. Who knows? That would be interesting. But once again, you got to be able to play through that. And I'm sure if it was something that was too serious, you wouldn't be playing. It's not something so serious to where they can't play through it. You got to get to it. Man, don't count Wheeler out. She has this habit of catching fire. Yeah, Ken. She does. Hopefully she doesn't just get into a groove in this game and start killing us. Papa said, love your commentary of the game. You keep it interesting. Appreciate you, Papa. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It's my pleasure. How is rolling around on your butt not considered to be traveling? There's a lot of how is type questions in which start off these questions we have about the WNBA, especially when it comes to the refereeing and the calls. And I don't think we'll ever get an answer. Or maybe CC's depressed for what happened to the Halliburton injury. I know I am still distraught about that. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up, y'all. I don't want to talk about it. Oh my gosh. Maybe, but you got to play through these things, y'all. You got to play through these things. I mean, that's just basketball. I've been watching basketball for a long time. And that's just, I've been watching basketball since I was a little kid. A long time for me is like the entirety of my life. I've been playing basketball since I was 5. I don't play anymore, but that you've got to play through this stuff. You got to play through this stuff, y'all. You got to. And every single player I've watched in the NBA, they play through this. Like, you have things going on. Like, who is it? Isaiah Thomas, not the Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons, but Isaiah Thomas from the Celtics. His sister died, right? I think his sister died. The little Isaiah Thomas short guy, and he came out and he dropped like 50. And he cried on the sideline. That's what you got to do. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. Real hoopers will persevere. Things go on all the time, but you have to be able to play through it, to play at the highest level. And obviously women are a little different than men, but I'm not going to short them and say that they can't do it. But so far, it's seeming like all these things going on are affecting the way these players are playing, and you've got to be able to play through that if you want to play at the highest level, y'all. You've got to. I want Carter's opinion on DeWanna Bonner. I did give it at the beginning of the live. That was what it was all about. But I think it's pretty unprofessional what she's doing. I'll leave it at that, and we'll leave the rest for another time. Um, then the NBA, not gonna say that word. Him, yeah, they did him dirty. They did him dirty, man. Man, shout out to Isaiah Thomas. One of those sadder moments in WNBA. He's still hooping in those other leagues though. We need another big who can run without Bonner and then DD playing international. That leaves AB as our only real big who can run and catch CC's passes. Well, I think Natasha Howard can as well. But she's just not in those situations a lot, and she doesn't really run, but she can run. We just gotta get her to run. Yeah, no Bonner, no DD. Yeah, we definitely need another big who can run. It'd be good if we still had Fag Binley on the team. Not sure why we replaced Timmy Fag Binley for Natasha Howard. I was sold the lie. I was sold the Twitter fodder. As the game's on, y'all, the game is on. Why am I not seeing the game? I didn't even realize the game was back on, y'all. What is going on? My bad, y'all. I'm tripping. Offensive rebound, Aaliyah Boston getting layup. I had no idea the game was on. That's league pass for you, y'all. It's not even my fault. The league pass just like it just stopped showing me the game as we got like. This is why the WNBA is like I don't even know what's going on here, y'all. All right, wide open 3-point shot. You're bricking like that's a Paul George playoff shot. Like, golly, you got to make better shots than that. At least hit the rim, y'all. At least hit the rim. Here's Caitlin Clark getting it to Aaliyah Boston. Down low in the paint, spinning, getting down low. All right, she draws the foul. Draws the foul, y'all. Draws the foul. All right, y'all. What did I miss? What did I miss, y'all? What did I miss? Caitlin Clark is 1 for 8, so she's missed a lot of shots here so far. Missed a lot of shots here so far. Kels is hot. Keep feeding her the basketball. All right, that's what I missed. Yeah, she's got 12 points. Caitlin Clark is 1 for 8. That's disgusting. League pass is fine, Carter. No, man. This league pass always give me trouble, y'all. It's always give me trouble. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what happened. I just had the game on and then randomly, like, it just stopped showing me the game. I kept simultaneously looking over and they had like the game break thing. And then the button was like go live. I don't know, man. I just don't like league pass. It's just they need to upgrade their systems. CC's been playing with energy. She looks so lost. Yeah, she's got to get into a groove. I mean, what is she? 0 for 5 from the 3-point line now. 0 for 4. I mean, what does that make you? 1 for 21 for the 3-point line over the last 3 games. Yeah, she's got to be better, y'all. She's got to be better. I mean, at the end of the day, like this team isn't going to win if she's not playing basketball at the highest level. You go from having 3 logo bombs in a span of 38 seconds to just not hitting any shots. She's not being a factor in these games. She's being passive. And she got some shots up just now, but she's got to get into a groove. If Caitlin Clark isn't in the groove, this team is not going anywhere. The Fever are lucky this game is close. Yeah, they are. They are, y'all. Carter, it's easy for you to say. I'd agree with your theory on you've got to play through it for everything except an eye injury, even a minor one. You can't play through not seeing well, period. I mean, I don't know. I mean, her vision seems fine. She's getting assists in all these games. She had like nearly 10 assists in the last game in the first half. This game, what does she have? Like 5, 6 assists. If it's about her vision is fine. She's making all the reads that she usually makes. I don't think the eye poke is that big a deal. I don't think it's still like I haven't seen her touching her eye. Like we don't have any reason to believe that the eye poke wasn't what a usual eye poke is, where you just get poked in the eye and then like after 5 minutes of being on the court, you go on. If it is something, then I'll like eat my words later on. And if it comes out that it's something, but we have no reason to believe it's something, it's eye poke. I just she's got to be better. She's got to be better. I'm not gonna give her an excuse, y'all. Um, Caitlin Clark is playing with zero passion. Yeah, she's playing with zero passion right now. It's looking like things are getting to her. As we're seeing a boat now. We are in Seattle, huh? That's why the game is so late, huh? She's making threes in practice. Yeah. So it might be something mental. I mean, yeah, she's obviously gonna be making shots in the warm-ups in practice. And that happens a lot. Like happens a lot. Halliburton a couple of games ago, he had like he didn't hit a field goal in the finals. I forget what game it was. But he made like maybe 53, or I don't know if it was 50. It was a lot of threes in a row. And they showed it on a clip. Like you make threes and then you get out there and you might not be making them, you know. They're professional athletes. I know she's making shots. She's made shots today. She's just not making them in the games. Here's Diggins getting it down low. All right, big time steal from Colson. Maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, we come up with it. No, we don't. There's a foul call. There's a foul call. All right, here's a jump ball. There's no way Sydney Colson is winning this, right? Right? Yeah, she didn't even try. A legal tip? Okay. What are we stopping the game for at this point? Let's just go, y'all. Let's just go. Caitlin Clark is on the bench. Yeah, she's not shooting the ball well. Hopefully, she can have a better second half than the first half. Game's not over yet, y'all. Not over yet, but she's not in a groove right now. All right, Williams getting it over. All right, good defense interior wise. Back to Williams, top of the key, 3-point jump shot, big time block. All right, you get it up the court. Sydney Colson, pump faking, easy layup. We got the layup, but you can't make this stuff up with these missed layups, y'all. All right, good presence from DB. She's been great, y'all, been great. All right, DB playing defense interior wise. That's good. They're gonna call foul. She had her hands straight up. Where's the foul, y'all? She had her hands straight up. Straight up. Sid didn't even jump for the jump ball. LOL. Yeah, she had no shot. She had no shot. Colson faked herself out. You got to stop missing these layups, man. Has CC been figured out? No. Caitlin Clark has not been figured out. She's in a slump. Caitlin Clark is getting good looks. Of all these misses, as the Indiana Fever come up with the basketball off that missed free throw, she's gotten good looks. She's just not hitting them, y'all. Like we'll go over some of them in this game and in our video after this game to show you guys if you guys need the reassurance. She's getting good looks. She's just missing them. Here's Kelsey Mitchell finding Demiris Dantas, top of the key, 3-point jump shot for Dantas. She misses that one. Rebound to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell pump fake 3-point jump shot. Bang! She's in that mode. Kelsey Mitchell. Mama, there goes that woman. Mama, there goes that woman. There you go. Kelsey Mitchell with 15 points now. She's totally in a groove. Last game, she played exceptionally well, was efficient. This game, she is too. Kelsey Mitchell's in her groove. And hey, it's the end of June, but it's not too late. She said June was her month. And so far, has not been her month. But end of June, she's showing up. It's what I like to see. As we find Dantas finding Lexi Hole losing the basketball. Lexi Hole getting down low. Misses that one, kind of out of control. But look at Demiris Dantas ruling that paint, getting the rebound, missing that one. And that's out on the Fever. But Demiris Dantas has been great. And we've got 21 seconds left in this quarter. That shot was kind of out of control, but look at that rebound. Oh, that is over the back. That's over the back. That's over. That should have been a foul on Dantas. That would have been 4 fouls on Dantas. So the Fever did get lucky, y'all. But, that should have been a foul. The drafts are tripping so far. You've already missed the travel call on Kelsey Mitchell, and then you missed that one as we force a miss interior-wise. Wow, so the Indiana Fever are going into the second half with the 6-point lead, y'all. Should we be happy about this? That is the question. Should we be happy about a 6-point lead going into halftime, considering the fact that the Indiana Fever have been giving up so many leads? So that's going to be the question. Can we hold on to this league going on into the second half? And we're interviewing the Seattle Storm. Interesting. Not sure why we're doing that, considering they're down 6 points. But we don't have to listen to that anyway. Comments with Carter. I think the coach has broken Caitlin. It's her play that is bad. She knows it. They won't play Reed. They won't play Reed and react. Caitlin is walking the ball down the court. Donda should play. That could be the case, Cliff. It could be the case. Time will tell. But I think Caitlin Clark's going to break out of the slump sooner than later. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Um, it's their home broadcast. I see. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Um, Isn't Caitlin assisting? Yeah, she's getting some assists in this game. So far, she has, let's see, 5 assists, but she's 1 of 8 from the field. She has 3 turnovers. She just hasn't been that good so far in this game. 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. She does have 3 steals, though, but she hasn't been playing good defense. She's allowing these players just blow by her despite the steals. So Caitlin Clark's got to be better, y'all. She's got to be better. But she is getting assists, though. The fame has gone to CC's head, sadly. Darth, I don't know what you're yapping about. It's a slump. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. But we love you in here, Darth, but I don't know about that one. The fame. She's been famous since Iowa, since freaking high school, and she's been playing good after all this fame. I don't know about that one, man. CC's coming back with a fire second half. Hey, fingers crossed, ES. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, man. Hopefully she can come back into that second half, come back in the second half and just, have an impact. Caitlin Clark has to impact these games, hit a couple shots, even if it's just 2 threes and a mid-range shot that can help the Indiana Fever win. She's got to make some shots. She's got to. Caitlin Clark is doing other things to help, and we can't be judging someone who's in a slump for whatever reason. We can be judging them. That's the whole point of analyzing basketball. We watch basketball to judge players, but yes, she's in a slump, and players are allowed to be in slumps, and she'll get out of the slump. It doesn't define her career or anything like that, JT. So yes, I like this comment. She is doing other things to help, but her defense so far in this game, she's been getting blown by. She does have some steals. She's getting some assists, but she's missing shots. And if this team is going to win, they're going to win with Caitlin Clark making shots, y'all. It's going to be Caitlin Clark making shots. We can be judging them. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's what we're doing here. That's just what we do when we watch sports. We pretty much analyze it, y'all. That's what we do. Opposition knows that Fever lead in first half is its weakness. Yes, I don't think that's how you spell opposition, but yes, yeah, that is the weakness. Sorry, I didn't have to point that out. Your grammar is just, I just had to. Yeah, hopefully we can win the second half, y'all, because we're up 6 points. We have the lead, but it just seems like the third quarter for the Indiana Fever is just the worst quarter. And most good teams, the third quarter is their best quarter. The Golden State Warriors, when they were in their peak saga of basketball, they always went up a level when they got to the third quarter. For the Fever, they just get worse. They need to design plays to get Caitlin Clark open, even for layups. I agree with you, Cliff. And Stephanie White has talked about this a lot. She's been like, we need to, run plays for Caitlin Clark. We haven't seen any of it yet. She keeps saying that we need to do a better job of getting Caitlin Clark good looks. We got to get more of that. Let's have some off-ball screens for Caitlin Clark, some good double screens, kind of like you see with Steph Curry. Steph Curry has a lot of media attention on him, but you still see him getting open shots. If we run the right kind of plays for Caitlin Clark, she can get good looks. But once again, a lot of these missed shots have been the kind of looks that Caitlin Clark likes to get. She's just missing right now. So she's in a slump. And yeah, hopefully she can get out of it. Is there anything I see on her shot? Need more arc, maybe release point? I'm gonna go over that in the video tonight. We're gonna look at some of these missed shots from Caitlin Clark, and we'll analyze that in the video tonight. I couldn't say so far in this game, but I would say in the last few games, she definitely needs more arc on those shots. This game so far, I haven't been able to really replay any of the missed threes, so we'll do that in the video tonight. Stephanie White, now that we are in the lead, it's a good time to bring Bree Turner in. Yes, Bree Turner, bring her in. It'll definitely help us sabotage the lead. But yeah, that's how Stephanie White seems to think sometimes. It's everybody's fault except Caitlin Clark's. No, it's not. The whole broadcast has been about talking about Caitlin Clark. We've been talking. It's just. Any superstar player, and maybe you're not talking about this broadcast. Maybe you're talking about other people. But I mean, any superstar player, when they're not playing well, their team's not going to play well. If their team is playing bad, and then you look at the box score and you see that Steph Curry was 1 for 9 from the field in the game, like obviously he's going to get hate on Twitter for that. And Caitlin Clark has to play better. It's her fault. You know, if you're looking at these losses, yes, there are other reasons why the Fever are losing. And yes, you could win some of these games where Caitlin Clark is playing bad. Like they're up 6 points right now with Caitlin Clark having a stinker. You should be able to win this game. But if you want to ensure a victory, Caitlin Clark has to play well. If you want to go from a good team to a championship team, Caitlin Clark has to play well. So over here, we're not going to ignore that. We're not going to ignore that. She has to play well. Where's Bonner? Bonner is away from the team, y'all. She's totally not coming back. She's not coming back at all. She doesn't want to play for the Indiana Fever anymore. And people are speculating. I'm interested to see the reason why she's away. And maybe we'll do our own speculating in a video here shortly. I guess it's just mental with this much drama. It might be, y'all. It might be mental. With Caitlin Clark, I'm thinking it's mental. She's obviously capable of making jump shots, that she hasn't been missing shots from any report I've seen. You know, obviously she's gonna make shots before the game and her shoot arounds. She's just missing on the court. She's got to get into a groove if they want to play well. Players go into slumps. Steph Curry has slumps. Klay Thompson has had many slumps. Great shooters have shooting slumps. You shoot the ball that much, you're bound to miss some. But Caitlin Clark's got to hurry up and get back into the groove if this team is going to win. Carter, the coach doesn't make halftime adjustments almost every game. Yeah, Stephanie White does a bad job of making halftime adjustments, and we seem to come out in the third quarter looking worse. So hopefully today we can come out and have the energy. I think the number one thing that I see in the third quarter is that we start off like bringing the ball up slow for some reason. Is if like having a double-digit lead or right now a 6-point lead would justify us like bringing the ball up slow because we've already won the game. Like we haven't won anything. Let's like if anything, we should be playing faster in the third quarter so we can secure the victory because the other team is going to come back and try to like have their jab at us. Let's play fast. That's what I want to see from this Indiana Fever team. Even if you lose the game, even if Caitlin Clark continues clanking, like let's play fast. Let's take Kelsey Mitchell some shots and let's win this game. Let's do it, y'all. One thing, Caitlin Clark's passing doesn't look as crisp as it's always been. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think she's been making some great passes lately. She's having some turnovers, but Caitlin Clark always has turnovers. It's just, you know, high usage rate players have turnovers. Not just Caitlin Clark. Luka has turnovers. LeBron has turnovers. James Harden has turnovers. You know, I don't think I think her passing has been fine personally. But I mean, she has had a few bad passes where she's trying to get it down low, but I don't know if it's Caitlin Clark or I don't know if it's the defense just, you know, predicting well what Caitlin Clark is going to do. I mean, if they're going to double team at the top of the key, it's not like, you know, a bad idea to think that Caitlin Clark is going to look to pass it down into the paint if you're going to leave the big man open. And if the help comes on the right time, they're going to get that steal. So I'm not sure. It could be Caitlin Clark's vision is off, but it might not be. Why does a plant and a complete fraud? I see this a lot, Jeff. I see this a lot. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But Steph White's got to do better. Helping this team come out in the third quarter. I know that much today. If they want to win this game right here, right now, we've got to come out with energy and effort, and White's got to call that. You got to call that as a coach. Team rebounding, forcing turnover, spacing on offense, best they have looked since the Liberty. Yeah, we have looked pretty good in this game, and we are being, you know, pretty critical of the team, but for sure, DD, we are getting some rebounds, we are forcing turnovers, we are spacing on offense. Kelsey Mitchell is looking good, Aaliyah Boston's been good, Caitlin Clark's just not making shots right now. This is a game where it shouldn't be a close game. I mean, you've played pretty well, but it's only a 6-point game going into the third quarter. It's going to be dependent upon Caitlin Clark making shots. Everybody else is doing their part so far in this game. Caitlin Clark's got to make shots if we want to win. Lexi Holt's got to make some shots. Sylvie Cunningham too. Those three players have got to make threes because we bet on them to make threes to win these games. That's what we bet on. That's what we bet on. Carter, do you think Bonner not being there for the team and White taking time away from the coach could have lost a locker room? I think you probably got some things going on in the locker room that we are not hearing about because, I mean, DeWanna Bonner not having any intention coming back to the Indiana Fever is bigger than her waking up one day and then deciding just to ghost the team. There was obviously some dispute going on. I mean, she's making 200K. There's obviously some reason for her not want to play on the Indiana Fever anymore. And it's toxic because it's DeWanna Bonner. We know it's going to be toxic. It's the WNBA, and I have no proof of that, but it's pattern recognition. So there probably is some toxicity going on in the locker room, and that's probably a part of all of this. But Bonner was on the bench anyway, so you should be able to play through this. They are playing well through this. But if it has something to do directly with Caitlin Clark, I wouldn't be surprised because she's the one playing bad basketball. And she's in her head right now. She's got to get out of her head. Bonner is too slow. She's like 53 years old. Yeah, I mean she's not the player you want on the Indiana Fever. I don't know why we picked her up in the first place. They compared her to Kevin Durant. They said she was going to come over and be the female Kevin Durant. One of the worst takes I've ever heard. For a moment I was like, oh, is this what we're going to see? No. I don't even know how this became a thing. I think Kelsey Mitchell is the one who I saw say it. Kelsey Mitchell brought it up. They were like, yeah, they called DeWanna Bonner the female KD. I don't even know how that happened. She sucks. Um, Mick Talk Hoops was saying DB is upset because she's not starting. Who knows? Yeah, it's probably part of it. It's probably definitely a part of it. I also saw that one of her preferred destinations is the team where her wife is at, which is a whole different problem. I don't think professional athletes should be dating each other, but hey, that's just my opinion. But that's a more controversial opinion than I just think. If your opponents, you should be dating your opponent. It's just weird. But I'm going to end it off there because I don't want to get anywhere I don't want to be with this conversation. I'm just saying, she wants to go to where her wife is what they're saying. That could be part of it as well. DB does not play like KD with the face. They're both lanky, but their game is not alike. Sorry. Yeah, no, sorry, not sorry. There's nowhere near Kevin Durant. That was what we were fed in the offseason. Y'all, like I hadn't watched any real WNBA basketball before Caitlin Clark. Why would I? I don't know what DB be doing out there. So when they were saying female KD coming over to the team, I bought it up. I ate it up, and here I am spitting it out, throwing it up. She's not KD at all. Low key glad she's leaving the team because she has not been good. Put Cece on the bench and leave her there until she decides she wants to play. Heck no, Joseph. I disagree with that one. She's got to definitely play. I mean, she does a lot for the team, even if she's not scoring. She's getting assists, drawing defensive attention, allowing KM to get into a groove. All those things, getting AB easy looks. It's better when she's on the court than when they're not on the court. She still has a positive plus minus, even if it's a +2 in this game so far. I think Bonner was going to retire, and White, Amber, and Kelly talked her into playing, and she really doesn't want to. Maybe Lindy. Who knows? Once the Storm start making their threes, the Fever won't know how to respond. Just watch. I hope not. But Kelsey Mitchell's in a groove so far today, so we just got to keep feeding her the basketball, play fast, get her looks in a fast-paced offense, and that might be able to carry us to victory. Because Kelsey Mitchell has 15 points so far. She's in that mode right now. So hopefully Kelsey Mitchell can continue playing good basketball, and the Indiana Fever win this game. Caitlin Clark can still set the pace and make assists. Exactly. There's no way we're putting her on the bench. No shot. Don't let Caitlin Clark shoot then. She needs to shoot the basketball. Shoot herself out the slump. She's got to shoot it. She's the best player on the team, the superstar of the Indiana Fever. Got to shoot yourself out the slump as the game is getting ready to come back on, fellas and ladies too. Everybody. Caitlin Clark is 1 of 8, 0 for 4. They're showing it on the screen. She's got to be better, y'all. She got to be better. Yeah, Caitlin Clark she's got to be better. You got to be better. She got to make some shots. If she does, y'all, we're gonna win this game. Everything's going right for the Fever. They've done well, as we've pointed out. People in the chat and me as well. We've done good rebounding. Damaris Dondas is playing well. Kelsey Mitchell's in a groove right now. We're forcing turnovers on the other team. We're getting fouls. Like, we're getting to the free throw line. We got to get into a groove. Clark is done. No more logo. She got no heart to fight. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but that's what we're seeing. Um, it's a slump. I mean, it's just a shooting slump. She'll break out of it eventually. Eventually, y'all. No reason to overreact from this. Um, no reason to overreact. Good shooters go into slumps more than any other type of players. Players who shoot the basketball have the worst kinds of slumps. Like Steph Curry has a slump every single year, and Curry's my favorite player. I've been watching. Klay Thompson has a slump every year. Kyle Korver has slumps. Um, let me think of other shooters. I can't think of any right now. J.R. Smith, he has slumps. Any player who shoots the basketball, um, like Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, they have shooting slumps. Caitlin Clark's gonna get out of this one. She trains at the highest level. She works on a game more than any other player. You don't just lose that overnight, in my opinion. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. As we got Kelsey Mitchell playing defense at the top of the key here, y'all, getting it in. And Agumake missing that 3-point jump shot. All right, let's play fast. Let's play fast. Let's play fast, y'all. As we're already slowing it down. Oh man. All right. We're trying to get Caitlin Clark the basketball here. Caitlin Clark with it at the top of the key. What's the play? We're going to Lexi Hole back to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark on the wing. She's not looking to shoot. Maybe she is. Here's Caitlin Clark getting down low into the paint. Easy layup. Yes, I love that. She's looking to shoot. All right. I spoke too soon. I like that from Caitlin Clark. The lane has been open for her in this game, so I like to see her attacking it. There you go. Early on, she starts off the score with the 2-pointer. There we go. And here's Lexi Hole getting down low, making the layup attempt. Wow, we're making layups so far. Start off the quarter. Beautiful, beautiful from the Indiana Fever, y'all. Hey, and now the Indiana Fever are up 10 points, y'all. As they're gonna call an early timeout. The Indiana Fever are starting off the third quarter, putting their foot on the gas. Interesting. Interesting things happening in Indiana right now, y'all. Or not in Indiana, in Seattle. Yeah, we're up 10, y'all. We're up 10, y'all. Looking good. Looking good. Caitlin Clark has to make use of the fact that she can get blowbys as well. Like we know that off the pick and roll, two defenders are going to come to Caitlin Clark at the top of the key, right? And that she's always looking to pass it down to Aaliyah Boston. But she's got to make use of the fact that when the two defenders come to her at the top of the key, you have a wide open lane for yourself. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to split the defense and get down low. She's got to do that more often. And to be able to make use of that, you obviously have to have a tight dribble. And Caitlin Clark loses the ball at times, but she does have a tight enough dribble to where if she looks to do that more, I think she could. Joseph said, now put your foot on the gas. Yes, this is the time. You're up 10 points. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm looking for a win today. I'm ready to talk about this team in a positive manner. This is the time. Let's do it, y'all. We're all ready for a win. Let's get it. Let's get back to 500. Let's not go 2 games below 500, y'all. This will be a very bad loss to have because this is last 2 games against the Valkyries, against the Aces. You've been up double digits. You proceed to lose. You're up double digits again. You have to win this one. If you don't, like, this is a team that just can't hold the victory. They can't hold on to him. He could get the win tonight. We could get the win tonight. They just got to play defense, no fouls, no turnovers. I agree. And let's get Mitchell going as well because she's already in the groove. Let's get her some shots. Fever are competing. It's better since DB issue is out. Everyone can move on. Yeah. Everyone can move on from the DB issue. Like it's aired out now. Let's continue competing. Let's do it. Today is turnaround. The cat's out of the bag now. Focus on the team that wants to be there. Yes, I like that. White is plotting her escape, trying to keep as much as her contract money as she can. Maybe, Jeff. I'm not one for the conspiracies. I like calling it how it is if we have some proof of these things, but the idea that like Stephanie White is like a deep state pawn trying to stop Caitlin Clark. I just, those conspiracies when it comes to basketball, unless I get proof of it, I don't know about all that, y'all. Is the DB thing official? Yeah, it's official. She's out of here. She don't want to play. She has no intention, as the media has said, of coming back to the Indiana Fever. All right. Here we go. Getting down low into the paint. Caitlin Clark playing defense, allowing Diggins to get right by her for that layup. Cool, but let's push it on the other end. We're going to give up layups. We're going to do that. That's the Indiana Fever. Here's Caitlin Clark. Lee Boston's not setting her screen early, so the play call is to get the ball to Lexi Hull here on the wing. Back to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark with the basketball. She has a one-on-one. Is she going to look for a shot here? Here's Caitlin coming off a screen, finding Aaliyah Boston on the slip to Lexi Hull in the corner. 4-3. You got to make those, and she does. Here we go, y'all. We're here. The Indiana Fever, they're playing the basketball that works right now. 11-point lead right now, 8 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third quarter here. Let's hold on to this victory, y'all. Let's hold on to this because we are in the driver's seat. Caitlin Clark getting blown by, but you're forcing it out to the three-point line. Erica Wheeler for three in the corner. She bangs that one home. Good shot from Erica Wheeler. You're going to give her that, and you live with that. Here's Caitlin Clark to Aaliyah Boston. Back to Caitlin Clark. I'm liking the touches Caitlin Clark is getting early on. I'm liking the fact that she has the ball in her hands. That's a turnover? I thought that touched Erica Wheeler. Maybe not. That's a bad pass from Caitlin Clark. Well, it's the right idea, but, I mean, just bad execution on the pass, man. Here's Erica Wheeler, Caitlin Clark playing defense top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Seattle Storm. You're giving it to Agumake at the mid-range. She misses that one. You get the rebound to Caitlin Clark. Let's push the pace. Let's play with speed. Are we tired? No, so let's go. Caitlin Clark got the ball in her hands. Caitlin Clark coming off a screen. All right, she's going down to Natasha Howard. Tasha Howard just does not take care of the basketball there. Man, Lexi Hull comes up with it, though. Out to Aaliyah Boston to Caitlin Clark. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Caitlin Clark to Aaliyah Boston, and that's a turnover. Golly, man. These passes, man, they're eating us alive. They're alive, eating us alive. As we give a layup. My brain's going out right now. The Indiana Fever are not looking good. We just had an opportunity to just keep progressing, and that's a 6-point game again, y'all. 6-point game again. Man, so the first pass on that play, Natasha Howard just doesn't keep up with the basketball. And Stephanie White's kind of pissed about something. Not sure what she's pissed about. Second pass there is just a bad pass, or, the time's running out. You can't really blame that on Caitlin Clark. I mean, but it was a bad play offensively. We couldn't get anything going. That's what I mean, Carter, when I say Caitlin Clark's passes just don't have the usual zip. Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe you're right. So they're calling foul on Lexi Hull, and we're not happy about that, apparently. I didn't even notice that there was something wrong with that. They got to replay it for me. First pass was AB's fault. Second one was too soft. I agree. What is going on here? Yes, let's go, Fever. I like that, Allison. Let's get into a groove right here. Let's continue to force the issue here and win this game. We've been better than Seattle through 2 quarters, and 3 minutes. So let's continue on. Here's Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell getting down low, getting it to, there you go, Natasha Howard, easy layup. I like that play from Kelsey Mitchell, getting down low, the defense collapsing on her, making the right pass. Beautiful basketball. That's going to get the Indiana Fever this win. Maybe we need to run it through Kelsey Mitchell so far. She's been better than Caitlin Clark today. As you get that miss there, rebound for Agumake. Agumake gets fouled. And Nneka makes the first free throw. So they have a chance to cut the lead to 6 once again here if she makes both free throws. But the Indiana Fever just have to keep it at this level, keep, going back and forth. And then when the opportunity to pounce comes, go for it. When the opportunity to totally leave this team in the dust comes, take it. Here's Kelsey Mitchell Coming off a screen by Aaliyah Boston here, getting down low. Step back, mid-range jump shot for KM. Bang! She's in her groove. She's deep in her bag. Like the fries are at the bottom. She is in a groove right now. I like this from Kelsey Mitchell. Continue to go to Kelsey Mitchell, and you'll probably win this game. Probably win this game. As we're leaving Agumake wide open on the 3-point line, she shoots it, she misses it. She shot a lot of jump shots today. We give an offensive rebound there, and that's a wide open shot for Diggins, and she drills that one. Man. You almost just, and Caitlin Clark throws a beautiful pass up to Aaliyah Boston. Beautiful play from Caitlin Clark to Aaliyah Boston. I love that one. I loved it. I really did, y'all. I really did. And here's Diggins getting down low into the paint. Easy layup. All right, Seattle's getting into a groove. They're making their push here. The Indiana Fever have to do well with responding here. You can't allow this team to get into it. They're at home right now. You've got to get into a groove here if you're the Indiana Fever. As Kelsey Mitchell's getting down low into the paint, passing it over to Lexi Hole in the corner. Bang! Lexi Hole is in her groove right now as well. She's hit a couple of those spot-up three-point shots in the corner. This is how you maintain the lead, man. This is way better than the past two games. Third quarter for the Indiana Fever so far. They have played well, and they're doing well adjusting because the other team is coming out once again like these other games, and they're punching, but the Indiana Fever are punching back as Erica Wheeler gets an open three-point shot. She misses that one. Lexi Hole to Caitlin Clark. All right, let's run. Let's go fast. Come on, Caitlin. Caitlin's just bringing it up slow right now. Oh, no, that's fast. Caitlin Clark, three-point jump shot. Misses that one way off, but rebound for Lexi Hole. Easy layup. Man, Caitlin Clark is missing bad right now. It's not even funny the way she's missing. But she's got to keep shooting the basketball, y'all. She's got to. She's got to shoot herself out the slump. I mean, she just missed it. I mean, it was just way off, y'all. But good rebound from Lexi Hole. Getting that rebound, easy layup. I mean, that's Caitlin Clark's shot, so y'all. Like, that's kind of what I'm saying when I'm saying, like, she's getting good looks. She's just missing him. So it's got to be mental. It's not the defense. It's figured Caitlin Clark out of any of that, in my opinion. I think she's just missing. It was a good look for Caitlin, the type of look she usually takes, and she missed that one. And Agumake gets, like, that was a hockey play down there. A lot of contact. I've never seen Caitlin Clark off as bad as she is today. Yeah, this is pretty bad so far. She's 2 for 10 from the field, 0 for 5 from the three-point line. Hopefully she can get into a groove, and hopefully Neka Agumake is all right because she is down and out right now. She might have, some things swirling around in her head right now the way she got hit. We need Wheeler. Nah, we don't. Gary said Caitlin passing assists off the basketboard. Yeah, she's got to get into a groove right now. Right now, that was a bad shot. Lexi's starting to heat up. Yes, she is. Lexi and Kelsey Mitchell are the reasons we're winning this game so far. She took one to the chops. Announcer said she just took the punishment. Quit worrying about Caitlin. She'll figure it out. I'm on that same wavelength, Lindy. Like, I'm not worried about Caitlin. I've been saying it the whole stream. Like, I'm not too worried about the slump. She'll get out of it. I mean, she plays at the highest level, trains on her game more than any other player in the WNBA. She's at a level that no other WNBA player has reached. I'm not worried about Caitlin Clark. Good basketball players get out of slumps. I have enough faith in Caitlin Clark to know that she will get out of it eventually. But hopefully it can be soon. Definitely don't need Wheeler. There's only one player that we don't have. Carter knows who. Jonquel Jones, man. Oh, you're not going to rest with the Jonquel Jones thing. That's funny. Tom said he misses Erica Wheeler. And that's an interesting take there. Why? Why are we missing Erica Wheeler? Because I didn't like the Erica Wheeler basketball when she was on the team. I mean, she makes some good shots sometimes, but no, I don't want Erica Wheeler back. She needs to stop shooting it from deep and drop to the bucket. Well, you're not going to break a slump unless you shoot the ball. But yeah, she does have open lanes. So she's got to get those open lanes. But I mean, that 3-point shot, as bad as it was, as off as she was on that shot, that was her type of shot in transition, trying to like make a statement type of three. Those are the type of shots she shoots. It was a good type of shot for Caitlin Clark. And what's taking so long here? What even is going on? Are we reviewing the file? Like, let's get to this. All right, here's NECA. All right, she makes the first free throw already. Did they upgrade it? Is that a flagrant? No, I don't think so. She gets 2 free throws. We've done a pretty good job on NECA, but I think she's almost sliding herself by the amount of jump shots she's shooting. Early on, she was getting down low, doing her thing, and she's just been like really trigger heavy in this game. She's got to um, get down low more. Caitlin Clark is on the bench now. Here's Kelsey Mitchell stepping back, getting down low into the paint. Kelsey Mitchell, easy layup for Kelsey Mitchell. She misses that one, but good rebound from Aaliyah Boston. These are the kind of layups you got to make. But Aaliyah Boston sticking around the rim, making the putback attempt. I love to see it. Love to see it. Here's Wheeler, top of the key. Wheeler playing defense on. I'm sorry, Kelsey Mitchell playing defense on Wheeler. My bad. Dribble, dribble, dribble. I was thinking the same thing. That's what I don't miss from Erica Wheeler. If you're talking about, that's funny. I was just thinking that. That's funny. That's what I don't miss from Erica Wheeler, y'all. Here's Skylar Diggins getting down low, forcing a turnover. Is the Indiana Fever Kelsey Mitchell? Is she gonna make the pass? No, she's gonna step it out. All right, here's Sydney Colson wide open on the wing. Misses that 3-point attempt. You had numbers and you had a lane. I don't even know why we. That was a bad execution by Kelsey Mitchell. All right, we're legal screen. All right, going back to Indiana Fever's way. We're up 10 with nearly 3.5 minutes left. Yeah, leave Lexi wide open and pass it to Sydney Colson. That was really, really interesting. Kaylin Clark is not. I mean, Sydney Colson is not good. I'm sorry. I am judging. Yes, we are. That's what we do here. We are judging. I love it. I love it. Aaliyah Boston getting down low into the paint, drawing foul. Oh, she traveled. Or no, she draws the foul. There we go. All right. Cool. We have a chance to make it a 12-point game here with 3:30 left. This is a win for the Indiana Fever. We just got to hold on to it. Everything's going right for this Indiana Fever team besides Caitlin Clark clanking. AB gets it down low. That's not going to be a shooting foul, is it? Or will it? Never thought I'd see the day where Caitlin Clark gets benched twice in one day, one game. Yeah, well, she's not shooting the basketball well. She's not shooting it well. I want to see her back in the game though. I mean, they're better when she's on the floor. As here's Kelsey Mitchell, getting a turnover. Erica Wheeler bringing it up the court. Erica Wheeler getting down low into the paint. Erica Wheeler hitting it out to Williams. Williams kind of going to work just a little bit here, trying to do something. Good defense from Sydney Colson. Good pickup from Lexi Hull. Under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. We're at 6 now. Getting down low with Skylar Diggins kicking it out. All right, Williams, wide open 3-point shot. Misses that one. Good defense, but giving up another offensive rebound. The Indiana Fever just aren't able to corral the basketball. We're forcing misses, but we got to get rebounds. Got to get rebounds, y'all. All right, here's Kelsey Mitchell coming off a screen. Kelsey Mitchell finding Aaliyah Boston in the lane. Easy layup. All right, I'm liking this two-man game with Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. Kelsey Mitchell's in a groove. Aaliyah Boston's in a groove. Caitlin Clark's not there right now, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from this Fever team. Finding a way to win without Caitlin right now. Totally surprising me. Here's Kelsey Mitchell playing defense on the wing. Kelsey Mitchell getting a steal up to Sydney Colson, and that's a foul, right? That was a really hard foul from Erica Wheeler. I'm glad we called that. A little way too much on that. Way too much. Way too much. Way too much. The KMAB show continues. Yeah, they're playing well. They're playing well. I'm liking Kelsey Mitchell out of the saluting slump. She's coming out of a game last game where I think she had 20, right? Yeah, last game, Kelsey Mitchell, if this will low, yeah, she had 20 points on 8 of 13 from the field. So far today, Kelsey Mitchell had 17 on 5 of 9 from the field. She's in a groove right now. She's getting out of this shooting slump, and she said it was going to be in June. I know we're at the end of June right now, but she did say in an interview that hopefully June will be my month. And look, As long as we get into a groove going on for the rest of the season, I'll be content. Here's Kelsey Mitchell coming, faking a screen here. She's getting down low into the paint. Layup for Kelsey Mitchell is in, and one for Kelsey Mitchell. She's in a deep groove right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing from KM, and you got a chance to push the lead to 13, y'all. She's in a groove, y'all. This is why we love Kelsey Mitchell. I know she's been catching a lot of heat recently, but I won't stop talking good about Kelsey Mitchell because what she did last year. I know she's a good player, and she just got to get into a groove. She's been in a slump. Caitlin Clark is in a slump now. I know what these players can be, so I'm not going to talk bad about them. Kelsey Mitchell was amazing last year. Arguably the greatest or the best, shooting guard in the WNBA last year. So she's got to get to that level again. Right now, she's getting there. As she makes a free throw, 20 points in back-to-back games for Kelsey Mitchell, and she's efficient. I'm liking this. I don't know about y'all, but I'm liking this. All right. I'm liking it. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Here's Williams. Williams kicking it out. So I think that's Ezzy. Williams shooting the mid-range jump shot. You forced another miss. All right, we got a chance to make it a 15 or 16-point game here. Here's Kelsey Mitchell with the basketball. Kelsey Mitchell wide open on the three-point line. Bang! Oh, wow. Oh, mama, there goes that woman. Kelsey Mitchell's in a groove. I'm loving it from Kelsey Mitchell. She's finally breaking out of that shooting slump, y'all. I'm liking this from Kelsey Mitchell, man. Kelsey Mitchell's getting into a groove. This is what you're going to need if you're going to win a championship. Kelsey Mitchell, here we go, y'all. The KMAB show continues. Up 16, up 16. For the first time, the Indiana Fever have a lead going into halftime, right? And then in the third quarter, the Indiana Fever are upping their intensity. They're upping their levels. They're playing better in the third quarter. This is how you win games. Maybe we learned a thing or two. This is good coaching. They've come out and they have put their foot on the gas. And Kelsey Mitchell has been hot. And you've seen, I think, Stephanie White make a good move by putting Caitlin Clark on the bench and going to Kelsey Mitchell. I was skeptical of it at first, but so far this is working. Instead of going to Caitlin Clark, who's not making her shots, run through Kelsey Mitchell right now. The defense isn't so worried about Kelsey Mitchell like they're worried about Caitlin Clark. And you've seen her make some passes to Aaliyah Boston. You've seen her go to work. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Where's the Steph White hate now? Hey, the Steph White hate comes when it's due. Right now, she's not doing a bad job. So hey, we give her flowers right now. She's doing a good job. The Indiana Fever are doing well, and it's really all falling on Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, when one of our star backcourt shows up, we win games. I mean, whether it be Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell. Right now, Kelsey Mitchell is playing well. Caitlin Clark is throwing up a stinker, but you need one of the two if you're going to win these games. You know what I mean? And Kelsey Mitchell's giving us a lot today. So shout out to Kelsey Mitchell. 4-5 from the 3-point line. 4-5. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, here we go, y'all. Ezzy getting into Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler, is she gonna go to Agumake? No, she's not. Erica Wheeler gonna cut down low. Here's Diggins back to Wheeler. Wheeler at the top of the key. She's not gonna shoot the three. Wheeler coming off the screen. Good defense from Dante so far. They're gonna call foul. Gonna call foul. Let's hold on to this victory, man. Cliff said, oh, and Indiana is over the limit, huh? So that's going to be 2 free throws. Cliff said, I hope this is a sign that read and react is here to stay. I hope so, Cliff, because they have reacted and the punch came, but they're punching. I like this from the Fever. I like this from the Fever. This is a KM team, not a Caitlin Clark team. This is a Kelsey Mitchell game, not a Caitlin Clark game, but this is Caitlin Clark's team. She's just in a slump right now. I mean, let's not have recency bias. This chick had 3 logo bombs in a span of 38 seconds. Okay, she's in a slump. She's gonna get back. Let's chill on that. Here's Sydney Colson. Sydney Colson finding Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston getting down low into the paint, spinning, turning, layup, bang! Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, they're doing their thing today. I like it. I like it a lot. That's going to push the lead to 17. Wow. The Indiana Fever, how big time. And this is with Caitlin Clark on the bench. Aaliyah Boston gets the steal here. Aaliyah Boston up the court. Aaliyah Boston finding Sydney Colson. All right, here's Kelsey Mitchell getting the ball. Kelsey Mitchell stepping back. Oh, KM, she's shooting this for sure. 1000% shooting the basketball here. Step back three. Don't do it to him, Kelsey. She misses that one. That was a heat check. I'm cool with a heat check every once in a while. Yeah, y'all. Clark is benched, but it hasn't been a bad move. I'm not. I mean, I'm not mad at it. You've increased the lead with Caitlin Clark on the bench. The move is just to go to Kelsey Mitchell right now. I mean, they're not giving Caitlin the ball. They're giving it to Kelsey Mitchell, letting her work, and Kelsey's in a better groove than Caitlin is. As that's a way off miss from Williams right now. Air ball. Um. All right, Caitlin Clark's back in the game. All right, Caitlin. Let's see if they're going to Caitlin Clark here for this last 4.2 seconds of the game. What are we doing? Why didn't we pass the ball into Caitlin there? All right, Aaliyah Boston from full court misses that attempt, obviously. Hey, we're up 17. Up 17 going into the fourth quarter. I'm liking where this Indiana Fever team is right now. Um, 30-19 third quarter for the Fever. Thank you for that stat, Jimmy. Yes, we totally won the quarter. So in the past two games, you've had double-digit leads going into the second half, and then you've totally collapsed in the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter was an atrocity in both of those games. And this game, you've seen the Indiana Fever be up going into halftime, and then in the third quarter, you've seen this team pick up the intensity. You've seen them play better. And right now, the Indiana Fever are up 17 going into the fourth. This is a win for the Fever. We just got to hold on to it. It's going to be very difficult to lose a 17-point game. It's going to be more difficult to lose this game than it will be to win this game. So let's just get the victory, Indiana. All right. Do y'all think Caitlin Clark should come back in the game? I mean, she just came back in. Obviously, you're going to come back into the game. If you're Caitlin Clark, they're going to put her back in. But do y'all think it's necessary? I don't. I don't think. I think it's necessary to put her in to start off the quarter. She wasn't in. Put her in to start off the quarter. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if we can push this lead up to 20. And then once it gets to like 5 minutes, if you're up 20, like you can probably call in the bench players, y'all. Maybe the team is relieved that the Bonner news is out. Constance Wu, you might be right. You might be right. Yeah, I'm standing on my belief that there's probably some messy things going on in the locker room that we're not hearing about. That a player doesn't decide that they have no intention of coming back to the Indiana Fever and making that public statement unless like some things are going on. So I would be relieved that Bonner's gone from the team. I mean, she's been trash anyway. She's been sucky on the court. We've been wanting you to play at a level that we expect you to come in and play at, and then you haven't been playing at that level, and then you don't want to play here. Like that's probably a relief. So maybe that's why we're seeing a better team right now. She's fresh to come back in. I agree, Sue. Um, Tom said, I predict Caitlin Clark goes off this quarter. Watch her cook. All right, Tom. I hope so. Um, Caitlin Clark feels responsible for DeWanna Bonner leaving. Caitlin Clark is a thick-minded person, and she can think for herself. And I respect her thought process. I don't think she's feeling all that. I don't think so. Caitlin is right where Steph has been ordered to put her. I've never seen her this bad in the last 6 years. I don't think Steph White has anything to do with Caitlin Clark missing shots, Jimmy Carter. Um, I mean, she's getting good looks. She's just missing them. I mean, I don't know. She's just missing shots, y'all. I'm not gonna say all that. I mean, I've been critical of Stephanie White. My last video was literally like a rant on Steph. I'm just saying, like, Caitlin Clark's just missing shots. Yay, Tom. I agree. Yeah, let's go for a big quarter. Let's go for it. I agree, Eric. As long as we win this game, it doesn't matter if Caitlin Clark scores. If she gets the mid-range shot, bang. All right, Tom. All right, hold on now. We got to see her in here. All right. Caitlin Clark starting off strong. All right. I like that. if anything, we can get some momentum going into the second game. So a big quarter here, even though you're up big time, is it matters a lot because it gives Caitlin Clark the momentum going into the next game. She can go ahead and end that slump, and you don't have to go into the next game in a slump again. Here's Caitlin Clark, step back, and there's a foul call. Step Caitlin Clark. Cool. All right. Sir Jack said this is CT time. Hey, 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 let's get to it. Caitlin Clark getting it. Coming around, finding Aaliyah Boston. Almost a turnover, but good move. Aaliyah Boston just misses that layup. I don't know why Turner's in the game, but hey, we're up nearly 20. 17-point game, y'all. All right, here's Agumake on the low post. Caitlin Clark trying to play defense without fouling. Good. Here's Erica Wheeler passing it around. All right, we're getting down for a mid-range jump shot attempt, and that's a miss. All right, here's Caitlin Clark. She's got the ball, bringing it up the court. We're up 17, just under 9 minutes left to play. Caitlin Clark. All right, she's getting the basketball here. Caitlin Clark. All right, she had a three-point shot. She didn't shoot that one. Loses the ball a little bit. This is the ISO right here. You got a big player on you. Go for it, Caitlin. Getting down low into the paint is Caitlin Clark, passing it out. Lexi Hole for three. Misses that one. Good shot attempt. Good play from Caitlin Clark, getting down low, drawing the defensive attention, kicking it out. Here's Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler finding the top of the key. Three. Misses that one. All right. Here's Caitlin Clark with the basketball now. Slowing it up the court. I'm not too mad at it at this point in the game. You're up 17. Playing slow at this point is just killing time. Caitlin Clark finding Lexi Hole. Lexi Hole to Aaliyah Boston. Back to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark. Step back, mid-range jump shot for Caitlin. Misses that one. I like the two mid-range shots for Caitlin Clark early on, though. That wasn't a bad miss there. You know, just giving the defense something different to try to get out of this slump. Here's Caitlin bringing it up the court. Beautiful pass up the court to Lexi Hole. Lexi Hole hesitated, but she still made the layup. Beautiful basketball from the Indiana Fever. We're playing good. We're up 19 now. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game. Indiana Fever looking like they're going to get this win. I'm very happy about this. I can't wait to cover this game. All right, missed three-point shot. Yo, I'm thinking this video is probably going to be focused on Kelsey Mitchell. We're going to focus on the Caitlin Clark missed shots. But I think this is going to be a video about Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and we're probably going to go the Aaliyah Boston direction, have some Lexi Hole in there. We'll probably look at some of the forced turnovers, maybe a couple of those plays. It's going to be a fun video tonight. Can't wait to make it. Up 19, yeah. Up 19, y'all. Did you just say, yep, Timpson? Is Timpson in the game? Oh, no. Oh, sorry. You just gave me false hope, Allison. Thought Timpson was in the game. Okay. All right. Caitlin Clark gets the steal, though. Here's Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark throws a turnover, though. Bad pass from Caitlin. Predictable pass, y'all. But it's still a 17-point game. The Indiana Fever are up a big portion here. Who's on the sidelines getting ready to come? It's Kelsey Mitchell. Or who is that on the sidelines? I can't tell. I think it's Kelsey Mitchell. All right, here's Caitlin Clark coming around, getting the basketball. I want to see her get some shots up. We're up big time. Get out of this slump, Caitlin. Three-point shot for Caitlin Clark. Misses that one. It's just short. The shot's just off. Here's Caitlin Clark again. Caitlin Clark finding Sophie Cunningham for three. Misses that one. All right, here's Lexi Hole with the rebound. Big layup. All right. Cool. Indiana Fever are going to win this game, y'all. It's looking like a win. We're up big time. Big blowout against Seattle, a team that's 9-5. The Indiana Fever are having a big win right here. This is a statement game. Maybe this team can contend. I don't think so. But if we keep playing like this, you know, without Caitlin Clark having a big game, imagine Caitlin Clark would have played big this time. This could have been a 40-point game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hole kicking it with hustle. Yeah, she's playing with a lot of hustle, y'all. I'm loving the effort, getting the rebound, going back up with it. Lexi Hole, she does a whole lot. We love Lexi Hole over here, man. We love her over here, man. She does her thing, man. Shout out Lexi. Shout out Jamie Hole, too. Getting down low. Nekagumake turnover. Is that they're going to call foul? Go Fever, yes, y'all. Go Fever, yes. I like it. We were getting a win today. This is good. This is good stuff. Good stuff. I'm excited to make the video tonight. This is good stuff. I feel better about editing win videos than I do about editing loss videos because it's just like a bad experience. I'm in like an annoyed mood. It goes quicker when we win. You know what I mean? It goes quicker when we win. Erica Wheeler, top of the key for 3. Yeah, she makes that one. All right. Big shot to cut the lead to 16. Here's CC. Caitlin Clark finding Kelsey Mitchell. Back to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark going to her right. Stepping back. Caitlin Clark kicking it out. She got fouled there. She traveled? I feel like she got fouled, though. Yes, I'm glad I stayed up for this game. It's almost midnight. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed up too. I mean, I was gonna stay up regardless, but I'm glad you stayed up. Yes, I'm glad you stayed up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got things to do tomorrow, but hey, I'm glad to be up to watch this game. Very exciting, very exciting. I napped before the game. I knew I was gonna have to lose some sleep tonight, and I'm gonna have work tomorrow, so I did nap before the game. I took a pretty long nap. Um, took a pretty long nap. That wasn't a travel. I think it was a travel, but I feel like she got fouled, or maybe not. I thought they called travel. Did they not call travel? Um, Told you Wheeler is catching fire. Hey, Wheeler is playing pretty well. Hey, Ken, you did call that. Wheeler's been playing well all season. Shout out to Erica Wheeler, man. She's playing pretty good basketball so far this year. I think she's averaging like 11 on the season. Um, Still not happy that Caitlin Clark is playing bad. Yeah, but I mean, she's impacting the game in other ways. And the Indiana Fever, they're getting a win. Caitlin Clark is deferring. The shot's not falling, but she's got 6.7 assists, 3 of 13, over 6 from the field. But hey, she's got 3 steals. The 7 turnovers is not well. So, you know, the field goal percentage is not well. The 7 turnovers are not well. But hey, we're going to get the win. And don't forget Dantas. Yeah, Dantas is playing well as well. And they are still harassing Caitlin Clark the whole court. Yeah, they're playing good defense on Caitlin Clark as well. And Dantas is playing exceptional basketball as well. She is playing exceptional basketball. Nancy said, "Let's go Fever. Let's go Fever. Yes, we're up 16. Let's get this win. Let's get this win. But we're allowing the other team to get the ball a little bit. We just had the ball going the other way, so we've got to finish off this game strong. 6 minutes is still a lot of time. But let's get the win. Let's get the win. Fever win is more important than Caitlin Clark getting her shots up. I agree. Well, I mean, long term, I think Caitlin Clark getting shots up is more important, but this win right now is very important for this team. They need this win. I think both are equally important. I'm telling you, someone has to have a talk with Caitlin Clark about her passing. Yeah, the 7 turnovers isn't very well in this game. They've been the right idea. They've just been off the mark. Just been off the mark. Um, get the stops. Yeah, Landy. We got to get some stops. And continue to do our thing on the other side. And we won this game. We're up. We got a big cushion. 6 minutes left. We need to be worried, but we still gotta obviously take care of business and get this W, y'all. And we've got 430 people in the live right now, which is like the most I think we've had in the live. I mean, we've had more in this live, but shout out to everybody here chilling with me, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Naps are good. Yeah, naps are good. I've been doing it a lot recently since I got my schedule changed at work for these Fever games. I've been taking naps because I'm always up late editing. It's Erica Wheeler, wide open 3-point jump shot. She misses that one. All right, that could have been bad. As we get a rebound here, top of the key or wing, I'm sorry. Going back to our big man, back to the wing. Ball handler, I don't know her name. I got to learn. Here we go, getting downhill. Good defense from the Fever. And that, wow. All right, 14-point game, 5 minutes left. Can we get the inbound in? Here's Caitlin Clark bringing it up the court. We gotta put our foot on the gas. Come on, Fever, come on. Yes. I like that one. Here's Aaliyah Boston getting it to Kelsey Mitchell. Let's go ahead and put this team to bed as we get a foul call. Let's go ahead and put this team to bed. Isaiah Thomas? What's up with Isaiah Thomas? What happened? Why are we saying Isaiah Thomas' name? Is he in the crowd? Did I miss something? I know we mentioned him earlier. Here's Caitlin Clark passing it in to Aaliyah Boston. She's getting it back at the top of the key. Caitlin Clark to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston finding Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell step back three. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Woo! Kelsey Mitchell's in. Oh, that was tough. That was tough. As we foul on the shot. Oh my gosh, that was tough. That was tough. Is that going to be 3 free throws? Unfortunately, I think it is. But what a shot from Kelsey Mitchell. The side step going to your left in the corner. That was beautiful basketball. What was that, like the 4:45 minute mark? Let me make sure I get that in the video, y'all. That was a clean move. I definitely want to slow that down in the video so we can go over that. That was beautiful. Kelsey Mitchell was the player of the week. You know what? She needs that. I think she is. What's happening right now? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what the game stoppage is about. I forgot. Was it like a timeout or something, y'all? What's going on? But yeah, player of the week. That'll be good for her mental. I'm so happy that she's getting to a groove at the end of the month because I keep remembering that. I talked about it briefly. She said like June is usually her month. Hopefully she can get into a groove in June, and she just had a bad June. But like I just like to see her. June's not over yet. Kelsey Mitchell getting into a groove, y'all. Getting into a groove. Yes. Very looking forward to the game breakdown. I can't wait. Thank you for being in here, by the way. It's always good to see you in here outside the garden. Um, all right. Getting some free throws. First one goes in for Skylar Diggins. Yeah, and Seattle's they're gonna have a chance to cut the lead to 15 here. And they don't. 16-point game going back to Indiana Fever's way, and that's a turnover. Is it a turnover? It's gonna be Fever back. That might have been off Jalen Clark. Was it? I don't know. That's funny. Still Fever basketball though. Here's Aaliyah Boston playing some point center here, doing her best Angel Reese impression. Here's Caitlin Clark getting it off that screen. Caitlin Clark. Oh, what a pass to Kelsey Mitchell. It didn't work out. It was beautiful, though. I like that. That probably should have been a foul, by the way. Skylar Diggins on the other side. Good defense from Lexi Hull. Kicking it out. 3-point shot for, I think that's Ezzy. And she drills it. All right. Timeout for the Fever. Time it out. 13-point game going your way. Just under 4 minutes left. Yeah, we're still in a good mood. Glad to see you happy. We all needed a good victory. Yeah, I'm happy about it too, man. Everybody, all fans of a team, we all just, this is a good win. This is a good win. After what happened with my Pacers and Halliburton and I don't even want to think about it. This is good. This is good. Basketball has not been good for me over the past couple of days. I've been seeing a lot of ridiculous trades. My boy JP just got sent over. Jordan Poole is one of my favorite players, and I've covered him on this channel before. Just got sent over to the Pelicans to play with DeJounte Murray, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Porzingis went over to the Hawks, though. That was a good thing today. So good basketball day. They said Isaiah Thomas at the game, and I thought they meant him. I heard it. By the time I looked it up, I missed the face. I got all excited. Okay, Angela. Thanks for clarifying. That would be funny if Isaiah Thomas at the game. I wonder if it's like the Isaiah Thomas of like the 2000s or like the older Isaiah Thomas, because we were just talking about the Celtics Isaiah Thomas. Matthew said, me earlier, who would you rather have, KM or Ogunbowale? KM then goes for 30. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent question, but I think it's a no-brainer. You want Kelsey Mitchell over Ogunbowale, Matthew. Yeah, I mean, Ogunbowale is going to chuck. Ogunbowale is one of the least efficient players in the WNBA. Like, with the shots she shoots, like, she's just so inefficient. Um, does she have better shot making than Kelsey Mitchell when she's hot? Yes. But overall, no. Kelsey Mitchell is a better shot maker. So I'd rather have KM every day of the week. But it was still a good question. And KM goes for 30. Wait, does she have 30? Does she have 30? Am I tripping? She has 30? She has 26. All right, she's nearly at 30. What a game for Kelsey Mitchell. Gonna miss Dantas. Natasha Howard seems mopey and uninterested. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Dantas too. She's been exceptional today. Really had a good game. Demirs Dantas has had. 13-point game. Come on, Fever, tighten up. Yeah. We've got to close out the game. Get the victory. Get the victory. We got the ball. 13-point game. Just under 4 minutes to go. We can win this. I don't think we should be worried yet. Enrique is exciting to watch sometimes, but for sure she's a chucker. Yeah, like when Enrique Gumbawale, like I don't know if you guys remember All-Star game last year where Caitlin Clark had all those assists and she like that was beautiful what Enrique was doing, but like she's not always like that. She's not always like that. All right, y'all. Let's close out this game, man. This has been a great win. Lexi Hull's been playing well, exceptional. Demirs Dantas is playing exceptional. Kelsey Mitchell obviously has had the game. Aaliyah Boston has been solid, and here's Aaliyah Boston bringing up the court. Wow, she is having her best. Angel Reese, point center. The allegations are here. No, I'm playing as that's out of bounds. Fever basketball. 21-12 free throw attempts. What's new? Interesting. We've had a few bad fouls though. We've gotten some calls in this game. Here's Caitlin Clark, top of the key. Caitlin Clark getting down low. Caitlin Clark, what are we doing here? She loses the basketball, goes to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston cutting into the paint. Big layup. I like that. So Caitlin Clark drew defensive attention there, lost the basketball, but she was able to make the pass there. And Aaliyah Boston is able to contribute off the dribble. Beautiful play right there. As we're getting down low, good defense. All right, wide open 3-point shot, and they drill it. All right, Seattle's here. That's going to cut the lead to 12. 3 minutes left. Let's slow it down. We've got the control of this game. Let's get a score here. Caitlin Clark. Let's get the ball to Kelsey Mitchell, maybe not. All right, we're going to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston with the basketball, going to work on the low post. AB for lay, big AB. Man, KM and AB have been just on a roll tonight. I'm loving what I'm seeing from those two, man. They're playing well today. I love what I'm seeing from Aaliyah Boston past 2 games as well. Just playing solid basketball. 3-point shot, top of the key for Wheeler, and she drills it, man. Seattle is here. 11-point game. I'm glad we got such a cushion right now because if we didn't have a cushion, like this could be where you lose the game. But because we have kept their foot on the brake, it's not killing us as much as the AB is getting down low into the paint for lay. AB, all right, put him to sleep then. All this you're giving, we're punching back. This is a team that hasn't been able to punch back, but take one to the jaw and give one to the jaw. I like that. Okay, here's Caitlin Clark playing defense on Erica Wheeler. How's that a foul? Is that? I don't know. I feel like she had her hands up. Exactly. Cushion. Yes. The cushion is beautiful. Y'all were making fun of me when I said I miss Erica Wheeler and she's playing hard. Yeah, sorry, Tom. She's is she better than Colson? There's the lob. Do I miss her? No. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tom. I still don't miss her. I don't think she really fits with the team that well. But she was great for the locker room. I'm gonna give you the benefit out. I remember that one time where she bought the team chains. She's a great energizer. Erica Wheeler's cool. She's cool. I think she's better than Colson. I don't miss her though. But I'm not gonna make fun of you anymore, Tom. Because she's having a good game. She's definitely better than Colson for sure. Here's Kelsey Mitchell finding Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark passing it down to AB. Gets wadded, but we get the ball. Cool. Let's go up with it, Lexi. Lexi gets it out of bounds. Whoa. All right, that's off Lexi. 1 minute and 51 seconds left. 11-point game. AB's really coming into her home. I love to see it. Yeah, I love to see it too. But we got to make sure we get this win. 11-point game. 1 minute and 51 seconds left. We gotta hold on to it. This is an interesting comment from Tom. Chemistry is as important as competence. That is I like that. I like that. Chemistry is as important than competence. It's as important as competence. Kind of a tongue twister. Yeah. So I mean, even though some people might prefer Sydney Colson, I think Erica Wheeler has been better. Um, there's that chemistry, and so yeah, interesting comment. Um, AB getting a little too lackadaisical on defense, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, she's giving up some layups, but she's playing good defense. I mean, playing good offense. She's been the offense late on in this game. And let's look at the box score real quick for the one time. Aaliyah Boston has 28 points tonight, and Kelsey Mitchell has 26. What a game from these two players, man. They've combined for nearly 60. I didn't even realize AB had more than KM today. Wow, what a game from Aaliyah Boston. She's just coming into her own, and it hasn't been like I think Kelsey Mitchell's the player of the game because she's made more difficult shots. Aaliyah Boston's shots have just been easy, just being playing off of the defensive attention that Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are drawing. You're seeing AB get an easy 28 points. It wasn't too difficult, and that's like when you say she's coming into her own. That is coming into your own when you're able to have like an easy 30-point game where you're having a 30-point game that you don't even realize the player had 30. You know what I mean? She's making use of the defensive attention that's being drawn by other players. As you see, Skylar Dickens down on that low post. All right, we get the steal. Big time defensive play here. Let's go. We don't come up with it. Williams with the basketball. Good defense from Dantas. 3-4 Erica Wheeler. Misses that one. All right, that's going to be Fever basketball. Oh, thank God. Thank Yahweh that did not go down. Cool. Cool. All right, we're good. 1 minute 36 seconds left. Fever basketball. We're good. I think this one is put to bed. I drink a lot of water in these live streams. I just need to start bringing at least because I went through 2 bottles now. All right, here's Aaliyah Boston bringing it up the court. Let's slow it down. Get the ball to Caitlin Clark. No need to rush. Just waste some time here. Going to Kelsey Mitchell. 16 seconds left. Kelsey Mitchell coming off a screen here. Kelsey Mitchell finding Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark finding AB. AB mid-range jump shot for 30. Bang! For 30. I like to see Kelsey Mitchell. Let's go. Round of applause for Kelsey Mitchell, man. Round of applause for Kelsey Mitchell. You can't even hear my clap. I'm sorry, y'all. But great game for Kelsey. Did I say Kelsey Mitchell? Aaliyah Boston. What am I saying? Aaliyah Boston. 34 Aaliyah Boston. It's late. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Aaliyah Boston bringing up the court. Aaliyah Boston finding Demiris Dantas back to Aaliyah Boston. Hey, we got a skyscrapers lineup going on here. Hey, where's Matthew? If we can run Demiris Dantas and Aaliyah Boston together, can we run Aaliyah Boston and John Cole Jones together? Great game from the Indiana Fever, though. And the announcers are right. Caitlin Clark's body language has been really good. Was kind of down early on in this game, but I've noticed that she's been smiling, getting into it, aggressive, even though shots not falling. She's been great. And that helps the team win when your best player is there mentally. As Aaliyah Boston does not draw the foul there, but it's going to be Fever basketball. Yeah, this is going to be a win. AB player of the game. Charlie, I think it's got to be a joint player of the game between her and Kelsey Mitchell at this point. I mean, I know AB has 30 and 10. I think Kelsey Mitchell, I would give her the player of the game if I had to pick one player. It'd be Kelsey. I just think she's made more difficult shots at timely points in the game. But AB has played it well as well. She's just getting looks and she's capitalizing off those looks that she's getting. Now I'll celebrate finally. Yes, let's do it. Yes, good things happening today. Good things are happening today. I like this. I like this day of basketball. AB's playing well. KM's playing well. Beautiful basketball. Lexi Hull, Demiris Dantas, Sylvie Cunningham. The shot wasn't falling, but she played some good minutes. This has been a great game. Great game. Sydney Colson, she played some decent minutes today as well. I like what I saw from the Indiana Fever. Natasha Howard didn't play very well in this game, but I like Stephanie White's coaching today. Realizing that Natasha Howard wasn't a move. And then we went exclusively to Demiris Dantas in this game. How many minutes did Dantas have? She had 20 minutes in this game. So I like that. I like that a lot. They really only have 9 players because they never played Timpson, and technically they only rotate 8 of them. That is a problem the Indiana Fever do have. Yeah, they never played Timpson, and they only rotate 8 players for sure. And Bree Turner only like is just now getting minutes. Usually she wasn't even getting any minutes. It's gonna be sucky to see Dantas go. Seriously. Um, that's gonna be Seattle basketball. 45 seconds left. This is gonna be a win. Um, yeah, this team is looking good. When Caitlin Clark gets back into a groove, this team can make some noise. Do I think they can win a championship? I still stand on the fact that I don't think this team is a contender because their interior defense. When you play against the right kind of team, I mean, if you can't play defense, you really can't win. But you can outscore the other team. Like even though you're going to give up layups, like in this game, you give up a lot of layups early on. Uh, sorry, you can still win these games so long as you outscore the other team. Like KM and AB combined for nearly 60 today. And so, like, outscoring the other team will get you wins even if your defense is not up to par. But will that suffice against the better teams? We'll see. Um, Against the better teams, you're going to need not just KM and AB to score 30 because, I mean, both of these players are combining for 60, right? You only won by 10 against Seattle Storm in a game where Seattle isn't playing that well. So when you're playing against the better teams, you're definitely going to need all three of your big three to show up, and you're going to have to get some stops. But if we do, um, hey, it'll be great. Carter, why would Dantas be going? She's going to play in the America. She's going overseas to play basketball for like a week and a half, I think. If that's what you're asking. Honestly, having Clark on the court gave chances for Storms to come back. She should have been benched, but I understand that White probably wants Clark to find confidence. I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think it was. I mean, maybe. I don't know. They did play a little bit better when she was off the floor for that stretch, but she came in and they maintained the lead. And yeah, I think it was good to have her in the game. And yeah, I think White having her in to find confidence is a good thing as well. Tang, Yi Tang. Um, can't rely on KM to AB to score 56. You still need interior defense. Yes, of course, of course. But you can rely on Kelsey Mitchell, Abelia Boss, and Caden Clark to score 50, 60 game to game. And so if we can get that game to game, like those three players combining for 60, then like you can win games. Now, this is against Seattle Storm. This is a playoff team, and you beat them pretty confidently, right? So if your big three can score 50 to 60, you could probably win this game because, you know, if you're looking at the big three today, they combined for around like 65 maybe. If we can do that daily, we can probably win some games. And we can go pretty far in the playoffs. This will be a fun season as long as we can continue on. Wow, Erica Wheeler with another three. Tom is right. Tom is right. Maybe we do miss Erica Wheeler. If she did this on the Fever, like, you know, bring her back. She's definitely better than Colson for sure, y'all. Definitely better than Colson. Oh man, my back is cooked, y'all. I got a torn muscle in my back. Um, hey, it's only a 7-point game. Hey, no lead is safe. No lead is safe. But go ahead, make that free throw, Lexi. Hold. There you go. Make it 8. Yeah, Lexi Hull's been exceptional today, man. She's really had a great game. Everybody showed up to get this win. 15 for Lexi, 31 for Leah Boston, 26 for Kelsey Mitchell, 6 and 9 assists for Caitlin Clark, 3 steals for Caitlin Clark, missed shots, but Demiris Dondas played well as well. Just a great game. Great game for this team. Great game. Great bounce back win. Great game. Great game. I tore muscle doing that rant. No. I've had a torn muscle for over a year now. I've been in physical therapy. I'm trying to get it all fixed out, man. Like it sucks. Like if I stand for more than an hour, it's like the worst pain. Like every day. Does the NBA let players skip games for other leagues? You don't see that in the NBA at all, actually. Um, yeah, you don't really see that in the NBA. I haven't seen that at all. But the WNBA is less professional and it's less of like, you know, the WNBA players. I kind of get it. Like you're making less money in the WNBA. If you're going over to another league to make some cash, you know, I might do it too if I'm only getting paid 150K. Like, you know, it might be good for business. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But you don't see that in the NBA for sure. It's good to see you in here, Paul. By the way, I appreciated you being here in the Pacers stream. The Pacers stream. We had some great dialogue then. I feel sad about CC. I hope she can find her groove again soon. Yeah. Hopefully, Sasuke. Hopefully. Um, 8-point game. 8-point game. Um, All right, let's get a stop here and win this game. Erica Wheeler, another three. No way. All right, she breaks that one. She came back to earth. She came back to earth. This is the win, y'all. Paul said, good to enjoy your commentary or watching the game muted. Man, love to hear it. Love to hear it. You muted the game to hear my commentary. What an honor. What an honor. Appreciate it so much, Paul. Appreciate it. Fever players have fever. Oh, okay. NBA players have missed games for commitments to their country teams for sure. Usually not big stars though. Yes. Usually that's when the Olympics is going on though. Um, usually Olympics. It's usually Olympics, right? Sorry, I was muted. She's walking. She's walking. I almost just. She's walking. She if she's on the bench, yeah, she's not going to the back. She's good. She's good. Okay, she's good. 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 I was scared for a second there, y'all. But we should be good. We should be good. Tom said I did the same. Muted my TV. Enjoy your stream more. Appreciate it, Tom. Appreciate it. We had some great chat. And the Indiana Fever get a win. Yes, 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 yes. 8-point victory over Seattle Storm. Back at 500. Big game for Leah Boston. Big game for Kelsey Mitchell. Big game for Lexi Hull. Amazing performance from the Indiana Fever today. Big game from Demiris Dantas. Caitlin Clark did not shoot the basketball well, but we still found a way to win. Despite all the punches the Seattle Storm threw, the Indiana Fever, they punch back. This was a great win from the Indiana Fever, and I'm glad to have been able to experience with you guys. This was fun. This was fun. A win is a win. A win is a win, Rosie. Yes. Love to hear. Love to hear. Yes, yes, yes. Big win from the Indiana Fever. Um, and yeah, let's go ahead and give my little recap before I get to the video making here because I have to go ahead and get to it. It's getting pretty late. It's gonna take me a while, so I want to start on it as soon as I can. Yeah. What you guys got to say in here, man? Thank the Lord. Yeah, thank the Lord, Lindy. Big time win from the Indiana Fever, man. I really liked the way they played today. We played fast, and I love to see them coming out in the second half punching. Like a lot of the time, we're reacting in the second half. Third quarter hits, and then you know what? The other team punches us, and then we're trying to react. No, this time we came out and we punched the other team, and we kept our foot on the gas, and we won this game. Big win, big win, big win. Carter is a big upgrade for the game announcer. You guys are flattering me today. I appreciate the compliments, guys. Hopefully one day we will be announcing those games. Wheeler, no love for your old teammates. I didn't even see that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see what you guys got to say. This was fun. Hope CC's okay. CC's okay. Kelsey Mitchell and AB killed it. Peace out, Carter. I look forward to your recap video. See you soon. See you soon, Allison. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being in the chat. Thanks, Convo. Appreciate it. My name is Carter, by the way. People say Convo a lot. I'm Carter. Convo is short for conversations with Carter. So you can call me Carter. I'm not Convo. The entire game was fun and exciting to watch. Yeah, it was. It was a fun game. It was a fun game. It was really fun. I love this game. This was really fun from the Indiana Fever, y'all. Very fun game. I'm gonna skip some comments and get down. Yeah. Brother, I had PTSD. No joke. Interesting. Was it because of I don't know what we're talking about. I felt a little bit of that PTSD at the end there when we had that lead going into the second half. Oh, Tom with the $5. Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the $5 donation. Thanks for helping us out over here on the channel, Tom. Yeah, we almost bullied you a little bit for saying we want it. Erica Wheeler back, but hey, we do want Erica Wheeler back. This game proved something that Erica Wheeler is better than Cindy Colson. So hey, Tom, we love to see you in here. Thanks, Tom. Thanks so much. Good night, young man. See you guys. Video will be out tonight. But if you're not gonna stay up, it'll be out in the morning. So see you guys then. Make sure you guys tune in for the video. So glad you're going live now. So happy we got the W. Yeah, it was a big win, y'all. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes before I dip out of here, y'all. And Nancy with the $3 super sticker. Thanks so much, Nancy. Once again, I gotta get some stickers because I don't see a sticker here. But thank you so much for the $3. And thanks so much. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for the live, Carter. I mean, convo. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're here, y'all. We're here. Wheeler had 6 turnovers. Yeah, she did have 6 turnovers. Yeah. Dang. I'm missing a lot of comments, so we're gonna get down here. Hit the like button. Yeah, appreciate it if you guys hit the like button. A lot of people in the chat. Still nearly 400 people. Wow, this is probably the most I've had in a live. We got up to like maybe like 480, 470. Like, it was a lot of people. Everybody watching. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and dip out here so I can start working on this video, guys. Thanks to everybody who tuned in for the stream, y'all. It was fun, big win for the Fever, and a lot of enthusiasm is gonna come into this win, this video tonight on the win. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this stream, y'all. Thank you guys. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, y'all. And yeah, peace out, y'all. Peace out.